Hello and welcome to ETF2L Season 27. This is the first game of playoffs, and this is the game between Se7en and LEGO. I, for one, am very, very excited about this game, and I am EverX, and I'm joined by Beta and degu. So how's it going, Beta?
It's doing great, thank you. I am also excited to see this. We have the number 1 seed against the number 4 seed, but LEGO, they have just switched it up. They've kind of called in the old guns, so to speak. I've tried just desperately to update the team page with the roster for LEGO on the match page, but so far no success. But let's pull up the LEGO team sheet here, just so we can show everyone what's going on. So I'll try to walk you through what's going on with this roster. So Dr. Phil is not on Medic. He's actually on Demo instead of Domo. So Dr. Phil on Demo, he's actually played that class before quite a lot. So, you know, that's kind of a return to form or return to an old trend for him. But he's obviously going to be probably a little bit rusty. He's only had 2 days to prepare. And then on Scouts, we have Se7en and Potato, and not Yippee. Se7en is playing instead of Yippee, and he's pretty much the same type of scout as him, but he also used to be the upcoming talent of the season back in season 19 or something, and then he kind of took some breaks and played on and off a bit, but he's pretty streaky as a scout, I'd say, but he's still very good. And then on Roamer, we have degu this season, Josh, one of the best callers in Europe, and a really good soldier. And then on Medic, we have Condom coming back. So, you know, that's pretty exciting to me. And you can see they have decent stats, all of them. I think degu is probably the most impressive stats-wise, as far as anyone on LEGO is concerned.
Well, I'd absolutely love to chip into this conversation here, but I can't actually see the report currently.
Can you not?
I can't. I'm having some technical difficulties. So, do bear with me.
Can you see the Se7en one?
Ah, right. Okay, I've got them now. I can see. We're all good. Okay, yes, I can see Se7en. So let's go through Se7en then, very, very briefly. So
Sure.
we have Thalash, but not Starkey, I believe, on Scout today. We do actually see him replaced by none other than Mr. Paddy, the legendary North American soldier. So he's going to be playing the Scout role for them today. Starkey, of course, stepping down just before I-61. Because he doesn't want to be beaten by the other team's XD. So, yeah, he's going to be replaced by Paddy, but I think we've yet to see, really, Paddy playing any particularly high-level scout, so it's going to be an interesting bit of a ETF2L debut for him. But
yeah,
it's definitely not a debut for the rest of these Se7en players. They've been going at it for a while. On the soldiers, we have Draken captain, and these guys have been playing together for absolutely ages, Beta. And their stats just back that up. 55 and 55, sorry, 53 air shots between these two. Look at that. Just solid DM backed up by the other stats there. Cadus, of course, he's coming back after a bit of a break because of his bit of a broken wrist. Or some RSI problems he was having. But he's been turning up this season. He's been warming up slowly, and I think, you know, he's just about reaching his fever pitch right now, coming into the playoffs. And we'll see if he can pull out anything particularly special in today's game. And of course, not to forget, Mr. Raymond on the Medic, just an absolute god all round. So this is looking like a strong team for them on the side of Se7en right now. We're gonna have to see what LEGO can reply to that.
Yeah, indeed. It's pretty interesting to see Stark going away. Apparently, I assume this is all due to I-61 preparation, basically, where Stark is not going to play for I-61, and Se7en are going, I'm assuming, and then they're going to bring in Paddy, of all people, because otherwise, why would you use an American scout, right? It doesn't really make too much sense. You could get a lot of really good European scouts, but instead they chose to get Paddy. You know, maybe he is just the only one they could get on a consistent basis to actually play PCWs with them, but you never know. But do you want to do some head-to-heads?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's have a look. All right, who do we have here? We have Feeling versus Josh. All right.
That was not the right one. Whoopsie doozy.
We do not have Feeling versus Josh. All right.
Oh my god, why is this not in here? Oh, I clicked the wrong one, I guess.
Oh, Beta.
Oh, wait. I don't see any of them. Nope, I don't see any head-to-heads at all.
I can see Captain v Josh on my screen right now. So I suppose we can have a look at this very, very briefly. So these are both of the pocket soldiers for each of these teams, Se7en and Lego. So Josh looking a little bit heavy on the deaths there, 18, with Captain only 12. So that could potentially be an issue for him. And that's just backed up with these KDs. You see Captain first in the kill-to-death ratio department. That's very, very strong. Both players actually receiving a similar number of heals, 250 per minute, with Captain a little bit lower. So that's interesting to see. He's getting healed a little bit less, but he's absolutely doing the damage, doing the killing on these maps. Yeah,
it's quite... Like, Captain is way ahead in basically all stats, except for damage per minute, where he's not that far ahead. Having, like, 25 extra damage per minute is not that huge. And what this all comes down to is that Josh plays like this extremely aggressive type of pocket that jumps away from the medic a lot, and he will often like bomb in. A lot of people like to think of the roamer as the person who actually jumps in and does a lot of distracting and initial damage, and then the rest of the team kind of rolls forward, and Josh kind of does that as well. So it's not just degu that does it, and it actually often ends up with degu kind of baiting him instead of the other way around. So
well, it is good to see. It is good to see these pockets, you know, taking a bit more of an aggressive stance. It adds a little bit of spice to the games, bit of double bombs, things like that. So it is it makes for some more exciting play, I suppose. But you've got to be then careful to obviously make sure that your medic is suitably protected in the form of either a scout or a demo. Playing that pocket a little bit more carefully. So yeah, let's potentially, can we have a look at some other head-to-heads, other players here?
Yeah, I've actually found them. All right, I don't know if are you changing them or should I do it? Let's see, Lego Scout. What do we have here? Oh, that's stock. That's not good. He's not playing.
Production value.
Production value, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Let's have a look at these two guys. Potato versus Thalos. This should be like I expect Thalos to be a lot better, and you can see he is better in a lot of these. Especially the K80 is really crazy. I do think that these scouts are actually playing two different roles. So if the last is like the passive scout, whereas Potato is usually the more aggressive one.
Yeah, and you can tell as well based on the deaths. 9 for 11. You know, Potato with a lot more. Potato still has fewer deaths than kills. Sorry, fewer. Yes, no, that was the right way of saying words. Okay, that's good. Yeah, he has fewer deaths than kills, so that's good. You know, he's not having any sort of negative KDs, but he is currently 14th in both the KD and KAD department. And as a scout, you want to be getting the frags, cleaning up on the rest of your team's damage. So potentially, he's just not quite doing that as well as he could be.
Yeah, I will say, like, I think Potato, he had a couple of pretty weak games in the middle of the season, and during these last couple of officials, he's actually picked it up a lot and really gained steam, and he's really been impressing at least me. So I think Potato is kind of getting better and better as the season goes on. So, you know, there's always the chance that he can go absolutely huge and just go nuts. He hasn't quite done that in an official, but he's learned it, and oh my god, they're finding new spots on this map. Cool. But anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what Potato can bring to this, because he is kind of an unknown factor, but now we also have Se7en. That's kind of an unknown factor, at least to a lot of our viewers. And it's pretty streaky as far as Se7en goes, in my opinion. So we don't really know what we can expect. But yeah.
Well, Se7en's a bit of an old school player, isn't he? He potentially had a bit of a break from TF2, but he's back now, and he was this sort of upcoming player in Season 19, as you did inform me earlier. So I'm gonna repeat that to sound like I know things. This is good.
Yeah. And, that's actually how you gain information. You hear stuff and then you repeat it.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. Well worth doing that if you ever want to learn something. It's always a good way of going about it.
Yeah, indeed. And the next one we're looking at here is Drak versus degu. This is actually the closest one. Look at how close that is. Like, it's almost completely even. degu is slightly worse.
I mean, look at Drak though, 126 heals received per minute. That's absolutely crazy. He's just not taking any of the resources away from his medic that, you know, Raymond could be giving to the rest of his team. So, in my mind, that's the absolute perfect Roma position where you're doing the damage, you're getting kills, as these stats show, but you're not taking any heals at all. So that, to me, is really, really impressive from Drak.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I think it's worth actually noticing that, you know, I think Demul gets a few more heals just because Joss tend to go in and die, and then Demul will actually end up being alive, whereas Drak is very much the one dying, and then Captain stays alive. So I think that slants it a little bit, but Demul has had a really good season. And, like, whether or not Demul is the better roamer compared to Drak, I think that's very much debatable.
Well,
and
it
that's
is a well-known fact that Demul is the best roamer ever. So that's, you know, that's worth considering. But
we are
who
getting
gets
ready.
that joke.
Yeah, we're actually going live. So here it goes. I don't know, the upper brackets, round 1 of the playoffs here. Lego versus Se7en. We're gonna have a bunch of maps lined up. You potentially 3 maps, but here we go onto the first mid. What do you see, Everett?
Right, here we go. Dr. Phil and Cadus having their traditional showdown right now. Dr. Phil seems to be a little bit weaker than Cadus, but the Lego soldiers, they're just taking this high ground already. Demul waiting around as Dr. Phil gets a nice little pipe onto Thalash. Josh, he's going forward. He's onto Raymond. Does good damage. Raymond surfs away, but actually the kills going all the way of 7. Paddy picks up 2 already. And
nice
it's just Josh here. He's on this balcony right now. He's dodging the spam. He does take out Rocket from Captain. And Potato just going in there at the last minute to try and get onto Raymond. But he was quite unsuccessful, and 7 are going to take the first mid.
Yeah, that was actually pretty much the turning point of that mid. Josh jumping in onto the medic and not getting him. Raymond surfing away expertly there. That really turns everything around, and then Josh goes down to basically whatever, like people are just shooting at him, and then Paddy gets 2 kills, and then it was just all over for Lego as far as the mid goes. So they're going to have to hold second here as best as they can, just put on a little bit of pressure. They don't want to walk into the Uber, obviously, so, you know, they're just taking it slow.
You see Demul on Spy already. He's gone for that off-class straight away. He is in here on second. Oh. He's decloaking. He's going for Raymond, but he's been seen. And he gets taken down as the Uber gets committed in the right side now, Beta. Yeah,
but Inky will have, Condom will have this Uber. There we go. I don't think Raymond will actually make it out alive. No, he gets caught in. Flash is still in here, and he gets taken down by Josh as well. So Josh is shooting the ground here, just taking down players. And now we're just completely set up for a repush here. Paddy actually might just go in. He hits a really nice shot onto Sen, but no, he will get taken down. So Lego, they're just getting ready to go in here. I think we have a bunch of banners on both sides actually, and Cadus is in the drop down. Now he's just going out. Okay, so he chose that way out, and it was actually only Josh that was on a banner. I didn't see him pop it there, so he should have it pretty soon. And Drak goes down to Demul as well. No, this is looking extremely good for Lego. Like, they might even be able to just pop the banner and go into mid, and then just not even have to worry about the Ubers or anything.
Yeah, that was a pretty beefed push there from 7 onto last, but here comes Lego flooding through this choke already, but great pipes from Cadus, takes down Josh. Cadus will fall, but Dr. Phil, he's picking up the frags. The Uber gets forced out. Paddy just jumping around. So 7 have been forced all the way out now. This Drak is in the point, yeah. He's jumping in, but that is going to be a wipe for the side of 7. Lego just absolutely taking this aggression forward.
Yeah, Phil did a great job of actually jumping in there and just shutting off any escape route for Raymond, and he just got taken down. So Raymond overextending a little bit there, not really expecting the power coming out from Dr. Phil and his stickies, just being able to get in there super fast. Did Josh die doing all of that? It does. Yeah, he did. He's not on the banner anymore. But he's just going to jump in very aggressively here on the right side. He might get some help, but he might also not. He's just going to jump out the other way.
But he's making space for his team here, which is crucial, actually. And it's forced 7 all the way back out of this yard, which is a really nice place to hold. Gets you a little bit of space. So that was great stuff by Lego. But we do see Mr. Drak. He's behind on the back cap. And as Potato falls to some stickies, this could look sticky for them. XD. Oh dear.
The back cap as well. And here comes the counter Uber. That's going to just block the point for a really long time. But look at that. Lego, they're not dying. Phil is in this corner. Finally goes down. But that took a really long time. Drak actually out DMs Demul. I'm going to say that's 1-1 as far as 1v1 DM fights goes. And Paddy's trying to take down Josh here as well as we have this pause. It's actually a really convenient pause. As look at these positions; they're so weird. Like Josh is behind lines, fighting a single scout. And then we have a bunch of players on second, and then a few in yard, and then a bunch of Lego players really far back. So it's actually just Josh that's in here, but pretty nice to see what's going on. And looks like Thalas is getting ready to go back and help.
Yeah, well, Josh is a bit caught out here, and it does look like if Paddy is going to hit his pistol shots, he will go down. So that could potentially mean that Lego will be 3 down. I think they are getting 2 spawners quite soon, so they should be set to hold on to mid. Or at least give it a good attempt. The Ubers are fairly even, so I don't think they want to be giving it up. But, you know, Se7en are the sort of team that will use this one-pick advantage they have to try and take as much as they can. So Lego are going to have to execute this pretty well in order to hold on to it. Yeah, so I think the reason for that pause, according to my expert sources, does appear to be Dr. Phil. He has timed out. He has crashed. That's not too good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had some internet problems before. He was like playing officials on like telephone internet. Not exactly optimal. And yeah, I know Condom said he might have to pause at some point. I was hoping it was that, but no. You know, I don't know what the pause was about for him, but I just assumed he was like ordering pizza or something, and he would just have to eat. But apparently it's Dr. Phil, and that's unfortunate for sure.
Cadus is having a nice swim right now in the air. He's just waggling his legs around. Look at this.
Yeah, if he keeps waggling like that, he might eventually be able to make it over there.
He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get to mid.
Yeah, just slowly.
I will get there eventually.
I swear he's actually moving. You probably can't see it. He's moving very slowly, but no, that's just because he's normally moving through the air. He's actually moving through this thick, watery substance.
Oh, there we go. He's done it. He's moved forward.
He's moved forward. He fell down, though.
No way.
Oh, that's...
But seems to be a bit of a pause, unpause. I don't know what's going on there. I think we've repaused again.
That usually means that people are rejoining. You can't join a server if it's paused. So once they get stuck on sending server information or receiving, then you unpause and pause, and then you can join, and there we go. And Josh has gone down for last, jumped up and helped out his teammate, and it's actually going to mean there's only 2 up for Lego, plus a medic. So they're just going to completely abandon mid here, and that's going to go to Se7en. No problem at all, but they should be able to hold yard, and it's even Ubers.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate for them. So Se7en are reclaiming their midpoint right now, but there isn't really an Uber advantage to talk about, so this is where we start to see our patented Team Fortress 2 stalemate on second. Oh yes, how exciting.
Oh yes. I'll just take this moment to mention that we also have the Fantasy League going. It was just a new season started. We crowned some winners. I don't remember if it was like Dove the one, or I don't actually remember, but yeah, congratulations to you guys. And then there's a new season. You can make a fantasy team now just for the playoffs. So if you feel like you can predict the future and figure out which players are overcosted and undercosted, then go to fantasytf2.com and check that out. See if you can beat the pros and me.
Well, that sounds very, very exciting. I'll be sure to get on that straight away. I think you should too. So yeah. So currently in this game, Se7en are attempting to take some room in their own garage. And it looks like Drak is jumping behind, but that didn't amount to anything at all, as Potato and Demol are straight on him and take him down.
Oh, so, he got the demo. There we go.
He did indeed. He did. So Dr. Phil is dead. But a bit of a one-for-one trade. They're just potentially going to be keeping on doing those sorts of things, those sack plays, until anything happens. So Josh is in now through Choke, and Demol as well. Josh goes down, but Demol is actually in a good spot. He's bringing these scouts back. He's quite weak. He gets cleaned up, and actually, that is 2 players down now from Lego. Dr. Phil seems to be dead on my scoreboard, but that is a bit of a bug. He is, in fact, alive and well. He's on second here right now.
Yeah, that was interesting. The double soldier bomb when holding second, then they just fall back from yard.
Yeah, this is not great for Lego, because they're now down the soldier spam that is so crucial to keeping Se7en out of this shutter.
Yeah, Paddy's coming in from the side here. Oh, and he actually gets taken down by Potato. Really important fight there to win, because if Potato goes down, that's just going to be completely over. But no, Condom actually pops his Uber. That was very aggressive and kind of surprising to me. I don't know if there was all the damage on the flank that was doing it or whatnot, but yeah, Lego, they decide to get Ubers out of the way, and here we go, and Se7en, look at that, going super aggressive, and Josh will actually go down, and so will Demul. So once again, Lego, they're just playing so aggressively here, and it's not really working out. Dr. Phil going down as well. That means there's 0 explosive spam on second. So that's going to go to 7. No problem.
Yeah, here they come. 7 are running in already on the left side of last. Raymond doesn't have his Uber yet, so this is all the way down to DM. Raymond gets actually very, very weak indeed, but it doesn't particularly matter if he falls, because at the end of the day, he's not going to be doing any frags, getting any damage, but the frags are falling both ways. The Lash is extremely weak. He takes down a player who is Demol. There we go. I finally found it up. But Raymond
he actually gets the Uber saw.
He does.
Gets the Uber. That's so huge.
Condom has his as well, though, so it's going to be popped off. It's going to be better for Lego. 7 are being chased all the way out right now. So that was a very nice attempt from 7, sorry, but not quite paying off in the end.
Yeah, but Raymond saved that situation. He was about to die, and then he got the Uber saw and a kill. And then he got the Uber exchange, which was, yeah, okay, not that good, but he got out, so it's completely fine. And there we go. Oh, you already... Okay. But, let's see. Is Josh on spy just checking things in spot? Yeah, he's just checking. Alright. There's actually... Yeah, Patty's on heavy. I mean, if you have high ping, you just go heavy weapons platform, right? And then just walk in there. And they actually have an Uber advantage as well. Look at that. Walking in his left side. Just shooting people.
Alright, so Paddy is being taken down weak right now. The 7 team is being healed up, but actually Captain and Thalash are a little bit caught off. They do get taken down. So that's 2 picks now to the side of Lego. Are they going to try and use this to come forward? Zenith is now playing on the point, but he eats a pipe to the face. He's so weak. He is going to be healed up. But it looks like they want to try and commit to this, Lego. They're walking forward now. But 7 can just afford to spam them off of this point all day.
Yeah, like the thing is though, like playing this corner against a heavy is really good. Like a heavy is so bad right here in this corner. You just get spammed so easily, and if you go walk too close, you get killed. And you walk too far back, you can't really do anything. So playing a corner like this against a heavy is really smart. Oh, Patty, he has actually come in here, and he will flank, gets Dr. Phil. Yeah, there we go. And he's even being saved by the Uber, so he gets basically 2 kills right now. So great flank there, the flank heavy. Now I've seen it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Potato actually comes in here from behind. Or from the front, and then Lego, they've just completely sandwiched everything, and it's only Flash, and he even go down. Great flank there by Lego. I was looking really bad, but they salvaged it just in the end.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The DM there from Demol and Potato. They managed to just clean up the remaining players. Oh no, Potato, he gets taken down by a sticky trap from Mr. Kado there as he tried to aggress into mid. So, it's not going to be anything amounting for that there, but they have managed to defend second for now, and that's the crucial thing. They've pushed out of their last, which can often... It's a good place to hold, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be on your last of the game. You want to be pushing the rest of these points, which they have done.
Yeah, when you're on last, you're 1 mistake away from losing a round, whereas on second, you're 2 mistakes away from losing. So, you know, that's why people prefer it in the simplest terms possible. Let's see, they're actually going to move up top here. Do we even have anyone watching there? Yeah, we actually have Demul. He's watching it. He could actually get picked off. He's going to go in here. Actually, just a lot of spam.
Oh my god, Raymond! Demul absolutely demolishes Raymond around that corner. He gets the drop with the 2 fantastic rockets. That's unbelievable. It's going to be absolute curtains to the push from 7.
Yeah, Kid is up top though. He's actually doing a lot of damage. Just he didn't quite get off his last stickies. And then Drag is on 1 HP somewhere. Oh, he's way out. And Patty he's hiding. He's gonna warp his way around the map here. See if he can make this back cap. Like second is almost capped too. Demul might be there. No, okay, Phil. He was waiting for it. Yeah.
No, they knew that. They spotted him out. It would have been a nice try. There was a lot of cap time on second. Paddy is now taking a bit of a 1v3 actually on last. He is going to be cleaned up straight away.
Yeah, so, they need to cut this guy. Like, Stark is way better. Stark would have won the 1v3, right?
Well, I don't know. He's done a good job. He's pulled this Lego team all the way back, but actually 7, they're not capitalizing off that at all. They've decided to just stay on their midpoint for now. So that was a bit of a nice attempt. Starkey would have probably won that. I grant you. But,
yes, like obviously, right?
Oh no!
Josh gets dropped to another sticky drive. Actually, the last time these 2 teams played, Josh kept getting dropped as well, and Ingi Condom hits some nice arrows, but he goes down as well. And there we go. It's only Demul that's really in any kind of fighting shape, and he gets juggled by skill stake, and then Drac just runs away. That's pretty funny. I'll say that's
D-Maul,
2-1.
D-Maul. What is this man doing right now? He is absolutely destroying. He killed Raymond once again with the remaining percentages of that Uber charge in Se7en's garage. So that's great stuff by him. Going to be meaning that Raymond couldn't come up on that Uber in time. So they're all absolutely turning up right now. He's doing great work for the side of Lego. I have to say.
And Lego, they are now on the second here, and we already see Josh just anticipating this stalemate situation. He has gone for the banner. I think it's the battalion's backup. Yep, indeed it is. He's going to sneak over on the right side, see if he can get some spam angles going. He's actually had quite a few deaths this season just kind of because he goes in, but no, the Uber advantage has been taken advantage of here by Se7en, and Josh has been caught out, but as I say that, he actually trades, so that's pretty good. And Condom, he has gone down, but so has Raymond, so now it's just a free-for-all fight, a 3-on-3, and it looks like Phil's going to get the first kill here, but if second gets capped, Lego could be in a lot of trouble. Scott actually runs through everything, but eventually goes down, and Phil has died as well. Can Se7en get this? There's a bunch of spawners coming in. Oh, Josh, he eats a bunch of stickies, but no, Lego, they just about get those spawners in time.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. They did manage to win out the DM on the side of Se7en. They had 3 players alive, but the spawners from Lego came in just in the nick of time. Managed to clutch onto that last one, but a scout is actually running towards last right now. It's the Lash, he's on last, but he does get shot by Mr. Josh on those pipes. So currently 1 down for the side of Se7en as Lego trying to re-push in now. Maul picks up Drac.
Really aggressive. Almost takes down a scout, but look at that Captain coming in and gets the spam rocket. Lego, they will cap second, but they're in a pretty dire situation right now. They're 1 man down and they're an Uber down. There's about 20% left until Condom has his Uber, but I don't think Se7en actually realized they have this much of an advantage. Captain comes in from the side and, oh my god, Condom, he's so far in. Oh, he gets dropped right before he got it. That's so sad. Like, Lego, they just didn't see that at all. That's just the poor calling from Lego, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just not really watching their flanks.
That was played pretty much to perfection by the side of Se7en. They counted their Ubers just right. They managed to push in. They got the frags they needed. They're cleaning up Zenith behind now as they finish up the cap and try to come in onto the last point through the right side now. Thalash is playing the point straight away. And there we go. Se7en is on the point. They're going to pick up the first round, and this is crucial now. 16 minutes left in this Prem playoff game. So starting to look very, very good for Se7en indeed.
Indeed. And for those of you wondering how much ping Patty has, it's 165. Oh, he's got...
I mean, he's playing Scout, isn't he? So, you know.
Yeah, it's not the biggest deal. I've been watching some of their PCWs, and like every once in a while he'll like walk around the corner, not look at people and die, and it just looks really, really stupid, and like that's just him getting net coded. So, you know, that can happen, but yeah, he has really good timing and really good aim. So
yeah.
Overall, he'll be fine. But we're on this mid, and look like Lego, they're going to take a very aggressive stance. Now both of the soldiers bombing in, though. Drac with a crisp, clean rocket onto the medic of Lego, and it will take him down. But it's just the 2 medics now from Lego, and they're actually doing a monstrous job right now. Patty's super weak. Se7en takes him down. Kenny gets his second scout as well. Not quite, but Potato follows up. And look at that. That was like 2-on-4 for a short while, but scouts are good.
Zenith and Potato, the men of the hour, absolutely bringing that mid home for Lego. They just beat out both of the 7 scouts completely. And Condom is going to be spawning up on that critical Krieg, Mr. Beta. So we are going to see a few shenanigans right now. I think Drac is on Spy as well. So we're going to... I think he's just checking the classes. It's alright. He's back to his favourite class, Mr. Soldier Rocket Launcher Man. As Se7en are looking to hold on to their second right now. Oh,
so you see Se7en actually going in really far. And actually all of them have done so. Condom is pretty weak. He might just die. Captain's trying to spam him out, but no, he's going to decide to walk away. But look at that. Josh take down Kate. It's actually the Kritzkrieg. So far the Kritzkrieg has killed no one. But it does a lot of damage.
And Paddy's on Condom actually takes him down, so that's no more crits.
Oh, Potato's fighting Raymond. Can Potato get him? Yes, Potato can.
Yeah, oddly enough, the Scout is a reasonable class at killing people, so in the end, he does manage to kill the healing class in this game, which is good. It's good for him. Good job.
Yeah, that was a really critical one. Like, I know you expect a Scout to DM a medic, but, you know, if you choke there, like, you completely screw over your team. So really close that he actually got him. Even if it wasn't the most difficult situation, as the last almost kills himself. There we go. He's building it. We have some people through the right. Yeah, Dimul's in.
We do indeed. Here we go. Josh is jumping forward onto this roof, looking to make some space for his team. Thalash was quite caught in there, so he's going to be cleaned up. That is a pick that Lego can use, and Dimul is all the way behind. He manages to trade for Drak. That's another pick that Lego can add to their collection right now. They have 3. Are they going to be able to take this into last straight away? They're coming in, looking to take the DM fight straight to these players. The point is being played, and they cap it up. Great stuff from Lego, tying it straight up 1-1.
Yeah, amazing aggression right there. We saw a couple of times earlier where they would walk in and it just wouldn't work out, but this time around it definitely did. So I suspect they practiced a bunch of really aggressive strategies, and just we see Dimul running in through, and we saw Se7en walk through. And then they baited everyone forward, and then it actually just ran into Lego's arms as Josh jumped in, and Dr. Phil just walked forward doing a ton of damage.
Absolutely,
so 1-1.
Yeah. Here we go. Mid-fight number 3 is underway already. Dr. Phil is incredibly weak. He's going to be picking up the pack. Here comes Dimul straight away. He's behind. He's onto Raymond. He picks him up, so that's no heals for the side of Se7en. But Paddy and Drak are in as well, and they are just absolutely destroying right now. It's all going to come down to Dimul and Zenith, but Dimul is the last one alive now as Zen does get killed. A wipe for the side of Lego. Not what they were looking for at all, Beta.
Yeah, it was a really clean mid there from Se7en. Really, it was just the last just cleaning up so well. We actually see Raymond spawning on Crit Creek, but he didn't quite meet up with anyone from his team as early as he would probably like. So the advantage that he's going to get from this is not as big as it could have been. So if they dawdle at all and just waited out too long, then they won't get it in time. But as it is, they are at about 30% advantage. So if they build this right, they could be popping at a 40% advantage, but it'll probably be slightly less than that, like 20%.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be around about now that the Uber is coming out, or sorry, the Crits Creek for Raymond, and Captain, he's taking this in on the left, but Lego, they're just all the way out already. They've sniffed that one right out. Actually, Raymond goes down as well to Dimul.
Oh, that's so huge. Like, what can they even do now? Captain's actually in onto the medic. Oh my god, he gets caught. He just wraps around and gets the medic. So neither team actually has a medic right now, but Lego, they seem to have more people and better heals. So they're definitely going to take yard here, but can they make their way into mid and put on some pressure? I don't think so. So they might try though. Potato's about to run in and he's probably going to get sticky trapped. That's what he usually does, but no, so far he's actually surviving, and Josh is being very aggressive right now. He has that banner. He has slightly more health to work with. He's just spamming this corner. Look at how weak people are, but Captain gets 2 picks. Eventually Cadus does go down, and Lego, they just melt.
Oh no, the death ball from Se7en there. That was the soldiers from Lego tried to jump in onto the weak Cadus. They do manage to take him down, but they trade 3 lives for that 1 frag. So that's very much not worth it at the end of the day. And as you see, all of the players, except for Condom, did fall. They're going to be getting a stacked spawn now. So we're seeing a 6v6 for last. Going to be, down no players at all, but the Uber advantage is absolutely huge for Raymond now. They're going to be looking to try and use this in any way they can.
Yeah, they're taking their time right now. They know they have a lot of time to work with them. Looks like they're going to go into top, and Dimul actually takes down the last. That's going to make this Uber a lot less effective, and they're actually just going to run out. Wow, what a fail Uber. That's really embarrassing. Like, just dropping your medic or your scout like that as a medic, yeah, that sucks. Kate is actually up top. He might just go. Nope, he gets caught out. Oh my god, I said he got caught out, but he actually catches everyone. Can he even get the medic? Ooh, not quite, but he was close.
Blimey, Cadus. Yeah, absolutely huge. I mean, that is not the way that Se7en wanted their Uber to go at all. I mean, it's an interesting decision to back out after that 1 scout goes down. I wouldn't necessarily say there was merit to that, as they Se7en are getting forced back off of their own second right now.
Oh, Paddy tried to go for the condom pick, but doesn't quite manage to get him in time. The single sword, that's Captain. He hits his rockets and he even forces the Uber. That's huge. Can't believe that actually worked. They're gonna get the last year on the heavy, right? Like, surely heavy isn't that overpowered. No, it's not. Josh will even charge his banner up, getting ready to move in onto middle here. Hey, it's gonna be an awkward situation for Josh. He's gonna be walking a really long time.
Yeah, he's just waddling around. He's got his trumpet in his hand.
Yeah, and he has no rockets once he releases this.
Oh, doesn't he? Oh, I didn't know that he had no ammo. I thought he was just holding this on.
No,
he does have rockets.
Like,
he's just reloading.
Reload everything.
Okay. Well, here comes the Uber from Se7en. It comes onto mid, and they have managed to pick up Josh and defend the cap. So actually Lego are backing out right now, as it looks like the soldier aggression from Drak just coming forward, locking down this right side yard for his team. But here comes the flank of Paddy and Drak on the left side.
Oh my
but
god,
Cadus and Thalash have actually fallen to Dr. Phil and Demol, so that's huge by them.
And Karu and Dr. Phil once again has jumped forward, completely shutting off this. Yeah, Raymond, he's just going to have to check it. Hey, Raymond actually got out. Oh,
he
so
backed
close.
into a roller there, I think. That's so unlucky.
Yeah, we just left with Drak, and he has been called. So he's definitely not going to back cap. You know, it is Drak we're talking about. Can we get another epic duel here, Roma duel, where they end up
behind is a very, very dangerous thing indeed. He's currently working into this drop down. They definitely know he's still behind, but it's going to be Demol actually spotting him out, having a bit of a 1v1. So they're going to be turning the heads of Lego, but Lego are already all the way into Se7en's lunchbox right now. It looks like they're going to try and go for this push. Condom not quite up on his Uber yet, but he is going to be obtaining it very soon. But actually the frags, they're just going both ways now. Josh is so weak. Potato and Demol have fallen.
Drak's about to come in from behind, and Cadus is putting pressure onto the front. No, Drak backed off. My bad. I got excited.
But this could be the sandwich maneuver, actually. But Paddy falls. Drak's just a little bit caught off right now. He needs to try and do what he can. Is he going to be flanking? No, Dr. Phil has his number, but he comes in, does great damage. Does get taken.
Cadus comes in here as well. Actually misses everything. So this is looking a lot better for Lego than I initially thought. Look at that. Cadus finally hits a pipe. Actually hits 2 of them. But he is super weak, and he's on 6 HP, and eventually goes down. So Lego win that one basically off of Cadus whipping his stickies. Raymond tries to go forward, but no. Round number 2. I'm hyped. Come on, Lego. Let's do this. Not biased.
Peter rooting for his team Lego. Yeah, nice. I like it. But Josh, what an absolute beast. He picked himself up 3 nice frags there. He made that 4 at the end, but that was pretty crucial for him and for Lego for winning themselves that round. So yeah, great stuff from Josh. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, don't we all? He is a very handsome gamer, also a really nice TF2 player. But we are on mid once again. Demos will be spamming each other out. This time around, they don't hit each other too much. So far we've seen a lot of jump soldiers go in. Captain is actually behind right now, but both Lego soldiers are getting ready to go for the medic, I think. Actually, it's a very disjointed mid, and I think this is not really something that Lego is going to benefit from. They're trying to come back into middle, but I think they're about to be flanked. Yeah, Paddy takes down Josh. Lego, I think they need to get out earlier. Phil is actually pretty healthy and might manage to save Condom so far. Yeah, they actually managed to do it, and Sen even comes in and take down Cadus. So Lego, they survived this middle, but they survived it. It wasn't even close, I don't think.
Yeah, it looks like the Cadus pick there that Zen managed to pick up did sort of secure that yard for Lego. But yeah, that was just a bit of a disjointed mid, as you said, from Lego. Se7en were just playing together so well. They were focusing the players that came into their death ball individually, and they're doing that so well. They picked up 3 frags, eventually bullying Lego out of that mid. But it wasn't a particularly aggressive one, and neither mid actually ended up dying. So Raymond and Condom both have their Uber charges now. So you know what time it is? It's stalemate time! Never mind, Se7en are deciding to walk into this choke right now, Beta.
Yeah, Josh is actually not there. He was waiting for the longest time. He was just sitting in spawn on Spy, and looks like Dr. Phil's gonna take him down, but Zen gets overextended. Oh my god. That was just Lego getting baited like crazy. I hope Josh is getting ready for some spam, but he's gonna need it. He's gonna do so much work. But Lego kind of threw that whole thing away, especially with Josh not being there. He sat in spawn too long, checking things on Spy, and that's gonna really bite him in the ass. But Lego, they will get these spawns. They still don't have a demo though, so if Se7en decide to push, this could actually end pretty poorly for them. But no. They will survive the initial pressure, and Paddy has died, so he might be trying for some sniper or spy, or maybe heavy again. We'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, so Se7en just poked the entrances of this last point a little bit aggressively, which brought enough of a distraction for Paddy to get in. He wasn't quite successful with his sack. He didn't manage to kill anyone, but guess what? He's up on the heavy class now. He's into yard. This is a really nice strat that teams can use, where you can use this heavy on the last point, and actually the damage output is much greater than that of a scout, and obviously the health as well, so you can use that to just absolutely bully your way into the last point. So we're going to be seeing if that will work out for them right now, but they're going to need some sort of pick to work with, and for that potentially they're going to need some form of a sack, maybe.
Yeah, Captain's trying to take down the sentry gun, but no, he gets taken down. A really popular way of playing the heavy here is to get Ubers out of the way, and then like you buff the heavy before you go in, and then once everyone's basically used all of their ammo, you walk in, and then like the heavy on the pipe, and then he just shoots down at everyone. He has like 400 HP. Super difficult to deal with. But you know, that's gonna take a while before we actually see that in action, I think. So,
yeah.
Lego, they're set up well here. They even have a dispenser set up for extra ammo. You actually run out of ammo really often in holding this last. But also, I think, is this the pipe where if you hit people while sitting on this pipe, you get an air shot? I think so.
I think it might be, yeah. Maybe we're going to be seeing some skewed logs, who knows. But
yeah.
I think there is no time for any log discussion right now. Se7en looks like they want to poke their way into the right side. Captain has already spammed out the sentry gun of Potato, so that's pretty big for them. If they can pick Zenith as well, that would be great. He's so weak. I think he is just going to be slithering away right now. But with no gun to worry about, Cadis can just do all the damage he likes in this Uber as he gets committed into the right side now. Condom trading his back off. Josh going forward. He does get taken down quite weak. That was a nice exchange, but they do actually get the worst end of it.
Yeah, Josh has the banner. He's just going to pop it as the Se7en comes back in. I think they just need to get back out here. Josh actually, he might just die. But no, look at that. It just does so much work, this banner. And eventually Lego just completely crush Se7en. And if Lego they can get out here onto the second, they are in a really good position to just slow down the game. Just hold on and then let time run out.
Paddy on the heavy, oh my god. He just slightly mistimed that. He may have got onto Condom, but no, he did get picked off straight away. But yeah, Se7en tried to come in for the repush there, but yeah, as you said, just got absolutely destroyed by that banner. So again, great stuff from Josh. Pretty much turning up for his team today. I'm liking it.
Yeah, and he's looking to build it again, but yeah, Se7en, they just dot pushed here. They know they don't have too much time to work with. Ingi did have his own Uber though, so actually Sen going down here, that could be the pick that Se7en needs to actually push Lego back. And if they can get the second, they will have plenty of time to actually mount a push. Is this a pause? No, I'm just lagging. Alrighty, Drag jumps in super aggressively. Dr. Phil is very, very weak, but all of a sudden, 2 players goes down for Se7en. Paddy's gonna just go all in here. He takes down the demo man, so that makes it a lot more difficult for Lego to actually spam people out. And Demo is not really very healthy, so he can't help out in this fight. So I think Se7en, they're gonna try to force this. Yeah. Cadis, he's not backing out. He's trying to contest this, but no, he cannot do it. And he's actually baited people forward, and he trades with Josh. Maybe not the best trade, but it's decent. At least there's no banner for them to worry about now. This is very intense. And Se7en, you know, they just keep on pushing. They know they have to. There's about 40 seconds left, and here we go. Captain actually forces out the Uber, and this is an exchange.
Yeah, here we go. The Ubers are exchanged now as Se7en are recapping up their second point. It's starting to get down to crunch time now, BT. We've got 30 seconds left. Se7en, I'm getting so confused right now. They need to do something. Paddy is on the left side now. He's on the point. He's putting count time. He takes down Dr. Phil. Can he do this? He's playing it again, but Lego, they're just playing together so well. And Cadis tries to come in at the last moment. And it looks like Lego are going to be the ones.
It's going to ruin his log.
Air shot for the logs. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely crushing. Se7en, they've lost the map to Lego.
Oh, Denmark winner, baby. That was a beautiful way to end that too for Josh. Just a celebratory air shot.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy.
They had 3 minutes left, sort of Se7en the last time I checked. I was going to say, you know, it's starting to look crushing for them. It's starting to look difficult. I held off because, you know, I thought they may have been able to convert a couple of those last pushes, but they were just unsuccessful. They couldn't do it. They couldn't get onto last, and that is going to be the crucial mistake, losing them this game. Of course, if they brought it 2-2, they did have a potential chance of taking Granary and a golden cap, but no, we're not going to be seeing that at all.
No.
There we go.
Yeah, we have some logs for you, of course. And these are some pretty interesting logs. We see Captain and Cadis leading the damage, while Se7en actually had way less damage than Lego on this map, but Captain and Cadis, they did work. They did really well, and they played really well. And I think we could also see that in the game. But then Josh also having a really good game, I'd say, at least compared to like what we often see on his stats. Often he'll have like a bunch of damage and then like a lot of depth and not very many kills, but he was slaying.
Yeah, he was. And you know what? The player that stood out for me has got to be Se7en. Look at that. 25 for 14. I mean, that's just unbelievable. On Granary, such a spammy soldier map. He's playing Scout and he's pulled out a performance like that when, you know, potentially he hasn't played this game for a while. He's been on a bit of a break, I think. So he's come back and put in a performance like that. That is just huge. And, you know, I dare say that was the deciding factor. That right there. Se7en.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
It took 8 seasons, but he's finally the best scout in Prem somehow. Yeah. It's been quite the thing. And yeah, we see Raymond actually dying a lot more than Condon. That's pretty huge. That's usually a really big factor on this map.
I mean, I think I put that down to Demol and Josh, to be honest, because if you filter by the kills, it looks like we've done that now, then it's obviously sat at the top, but just below him on 25 and 24, Demol and Josh. So their soldier aggression really, really was working out for them on this map, and they were destroying. I think that's potentially the reason that that Raymond died so many times.
Yeah, it took about 15 minutes for it to actually work, I think. But then at some point it just all clicked, and LEGO, they just had really good team coordination, and then all of a sudden it started working. It was like when they started running people through the flank, and then they would draw everyone forward, and then their own combo would just like smash into them. Then when everyone came around from the other side, it was just a meat grinder for LEGO, and it would just destroy them. So really well played by them. And Paddy also did pretty well, I'd say. I'd like to point out Paddy as well. He did well, you know, especially considering the ping. And you know, I wouldn't even consider him a scout main, but he did well. Sure, you know, maybe he disagrees.
Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, you're right. He's playing on high ping, so dodging rockets again on such a spammy map, that's going to be trickier for him. But despite that, he was putting in a performance, especially on that heavy class as well. So yeah, a few more kills going the side of LEGO. Damage was pretty even. So at the end of the day, I think it did just come down to that super, super aggressive style from LEGO. Just Se7en, they could deal with it on some occasions, but not all the time. And that was the crucial thing, that the aggression was working out for LEGO more than it wasn't working out for them. So,
yeah, especially those 2 rounds. Also, I would point out that Se7en got the most heals on LEGO. He got 27% heals. So, you know, maybe that explains a bunch, but I also think it's just because he built Uber. And, like, he's basically the only person that builds Uber, and he survives a lot. So he'll, like, run Ingi out. So, yeah.
yeah.
That kind of looks fun. Oh, look at that. Demul 6-0 on Raymond. So Demul is a big reason why this game ended the way it did, I'd say.
Look at that as well. Se7en. He's got 3 stats of his own against Paddy, Captain, and Drac. That's huge. He's on the leaderboard 3 times there for killing the 7 players. I mean, come on. That's just destruction if I ever saw it.
Yeah, winning on the flank there. Well, I don't know. No. Yeah, Paddy is a flank scout, I guess. I guess Se7en is just really good at actually shutting down Paddy, is what we can take away from this. I kind of want to see Drac versus Demul. That's not there. Damn it. That's like the one stat I actually wanted to see. But kills doing Uber, yeah, LEGO's actually way higher. That's pretty surprising to me. Normally Se7en is one of the best teams at using their Ubers, but Joss Ubers are a thing, and they're good. And then even kills post Uber, LEGO is ahead of those as well. So it looks like LEGO just had better Ubers, and that kind of that caused their team to win a lot of the fight. And actually, now that I think about it, Raymond got caught in a bunch by Dr. Phil jumping forward and just locking him out. And you know, you can attribute that to Dr. Phil being really good at jumping in and playing really well, but you could also say that Raymond, he was too far forward and he shouldn't have been that.
Yeah, potentially that's true. And again, a stat I noticed earlier from one of these previous mysterious log things, I don't really understand that well, because they're very confusing to me, at least my little brain. But I saw that Se7en were only converting their last pushes 10% of the time. That's really not that good, especially when you consider that LEGO were converting theirs 100% of the time, according to that stat. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but you know, that's pretty huge, and that just kind of backs up this this whole medic death and aggression idea that actually they were pushing those lasts really, really effectively, while Se7en had some pretty crumbling
10%,
Ubers.
Yeah, they had the worst Uber I've ever seen.
Yeah, they just dropped the scout through the top, and then they just seemed to back out with the Uber. I'm not really sure what happened there at all, but they obviously decided that it would be best for them to try and back out and stabilize.
They looked around and said, "Nah, I'm not going to bother. Screw this," and then just walked back.
I'm dodging, guys. I'm out. I'll see you later.
Yeah, my logs are too precious for this. I'm just walking back.
But I mean, that seems to me like it could be a good idea. But the idea is you have to stabilize afterwards and hold on to your second. And actually, Lego again with their huge aggression, they just prevented Se7en from even doing that. And that was the crucial mistake that really cost them, I think. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, let's focus now on process, because this is the next map coming up, and this should be Se7en's map pick. And I'm pretty sure Lego are not all that good at it. They don't like playing it very much. It's pretty like long, winded. It's a very difficult map to actually push on, so they don't like it very much. It's very easy to slow down, and Se7en are the absolute masters of slowing down the game and playing a really deliberate TF2. So I think this map heavily favors Se7en. So if there is any map that they would want to play right now, it should be process. So yeah, they have pretty good. I wouldn't write them off just yet, even though they're down 1-0.
Yeah, I think you're right. Se7en is a very, very good team at playing carefully, playing together. But in terms of them being slow, I have to say, I think that is a bit of an old meme now. You know, they're really showing this season that they can push, which is exciting stuff and great to see. But yeah, process is a very, very soldier-heavy map. And with performances like we saw on Granary, I think Josh and Demol are going to have something to say about this map. Very, very strong indeed. I think this is going to be their big showing.
Yeah,
Granary, it's a pretty good map, but process is even better.
Yeah, you say it's a really good soldier map, but I would kind of disagree. I agree that the soldier can do like a lot of things on this map. Like you can jump in really fast and make some huge plays. But in general, I think scouts actually tend to dominate, at least as far as the stats go. So if a scout really goes huge on process, like say goodbye to your life as a soldier, because like a scout is so unstoppable on this, especially on the middle point, but also second in the spire area can be really good for scout, and then on last it's not quite as good. But like a scout has a lot of potential, and we saw before that the best scout in here was Se7en, so that could definitely be a point in favor of Lego. But yeah, the sword is definitely the most flashy things to watch. Like every single mid, I'll just be watching like Drac and Demol, seeing who gets the mid. Maybe they'll marker guard each other at the perfect time. Just meet midair, high five each other, and die.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm having some issues right now, Meter. My game appears to be crashing quite a lot. So I'm going to be attempting to get back into the server as much as I can. But
yeah, well, luckily for you, the game hasn't started, so you are missing nothing but DM.
Oh, but I want to see the DM. It's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty nice the other day when everyone was farming skybox air shots in pregame. Just had people with the jumpers making pencil jumps into the skybox and getting air shot. That was really good fun. I don't know why. Why have I never done that before? That seemed like such a good way to spend your time when you're waiting.
Just air shotting soldiers in the skybox. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
it's good fun.
Yeah, I can recommend like that and bunny jumping. Like there's
bunny hopping. I'll tell you what, that is a lot of fun as well.
Yeah,
like, Granary is just the best map for that. You can basically go from one last to the other. Anyway, I'm getting way too excited for myself here. we should probably focus on this game. I'm secretly a B-hop main, everybody. Just bear that in mind.
Yeah, maybe once we make TF2 Pro mod, you'll be a dominant force. Just B-hopping around.
I will be the best. I will climb to the top.
Yeah. At that point, like Lego, Se7en, who are those scrubs? Just get EverX on whatever team he's on. It's going to be a dynasty. We're telling you guys.
That's it. If you made a new game mode where B-hopping was enabled, I tell you what, I'd be like top prem straight away. No questions. Just, there we go.
I will not even question it. It sounds good to me. But would you care to make some predictions for this map, or is there anything you think we should watch out for? Like, what will you be watching on this map? Like, what are you interested in?
I'm watching for sure the Lego soldiers. I think they are going to be the absolute, not crutch, but they are going to be the core component of Lego's play. So Demol and Josh, I'm watching out for them. But in terms of predictions, you know what? I think Se7en, potentially they're a bit shaken after that last loss, and they're going to need to be thinking very hard about this map indeed, so I'm going with Lego to take this, let's say 3-2.
3-2. All right, I think 7 they're gonna rebound here, and they're probably gonna take it 3-1 or something like that. You know, I want to believe in my Lego boys, but I also want to be realistic. So I actually have a nice bug where I see a control point inside of spawn. No, not the last. That's interesting.
That's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, Kato's being super fast on this middle. Doesn't get punished by it. No demul in his face. So this is a very slow mid so far. Josh is standing on his own rock, waiting it out. Surely someone's going to do something at some point. There we go. Captain jumps in very aggressively, takes down Condom. Great jump in from him. And now it's just up to Lego. Can they rebound here and go back in? They have one more combat class, and actually Raymond goes down to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil going very aggressive. Se7en comes in. He has 6 HP. He's trying to take down Katus. Will take him down. Great job by him. Now it's Thalash against Josh and Se7en. But Se7en is on 6 HP. So this is doable for Thalash. He's actually going to take the high ground here.
It's Thalash against the world in the form of Josh and Se7en. He goes serving around.
Rocket, though.
Yeah, if that rocket hit, I would probably have screamed very, very loudly, and you'd have all had your ears bleeding. But he did not hit it. But it would be worth it. It would. That would be straight into the frag video.
Yeah, Thalash is in again, and there's a sword in as well. Yeah,
oh no! Se7en and Josh, they go down almost at the same time there. So there we go. I think after a very, very long slog, Se7en have eventually won that mid. There we go. The comeback for them. Here it goes. It's starting right now.
Yeah, and Se7en, they're going to move forward here. It's actually a very aggressive push in here. They have 2-man advantage, and they're going to take advantage of it very well. So as much shit as we give them for being slow all the time, this is a nice push. I wouldn't call it guts or anything, but you know, they're playing off of small advantages, and I like it. Like Se7en and Josh going down that late, that was more than enough for them to take second. And now it's going to be an even situation here. We see Potato on the defensive sniper, but I would expect Drac to jump in here and maybe do something. Maybe see Paddy go in, just to do a weird-looking suicide to get on an off class.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. I think this map is a lot more conducive to off classes as well. It's kind of easier to switch off, I suppose. There's different things that are viable at different times. So we will be looking for that. Potato's on Spy right now. He's checking what off classes Se7en have, but Se7en are a very, very traditional team. They've not got any just yet. So he's going to be opting for that sniper right now.
I think Drac is he's just looking for any opportunity. He's just looking, can I go through? But you are very right. It's actually a really good point that we didn't bring up in pregame. That this is a map that's much more conducive to off classes, because on Granary you can get stuck on sniper, you know, and that's just very good. Here goes Drac, and he's actually really far in. He gets a nice rocket off. Oh, misses the second one, but okay, he tried.
Yeah, not quite. Good attempt, but that's all they're going to need. They just need to throw a body at the situation, open that spawn door for one of their scouts. I think potentially Thalash to switch off to sniper, so are we going to be seeing that?
No, he's still on second, so he's definitely not doing that.
It looks like Drac looks like he's calling to his team right now that Thalash should come and switch up. Yeah, there we go. He's running back now. He's going to be switching onto that sniper very, very soon.
Yeah, we actually have Demul on Spy. He's just chilling out right now. Can't believe he hasn't been run into, but I guess you don't expect him to sit there in that corner.
Are my eyes deceiving me right now? Do we have 2 spies? No, okay. Josh has swapped off. I was a bit confused about that one for the moment.
He was checking for off classes. Oh, Demul. Oh, did he not get bumped into?
He did. He got found by Drac. Oh dear. That's not going to be too bad for Lego. It could be risky. Se7en are very, very good at using their one-pick advantages to try and take some room for their sniper. And it looks like he's going to try and come in now. Thalash, he's peeking this left side. Going to get some shots onto Dr. Phil and Condom.
Yeah, he keeps seeing the scout. Se7en, I don't think he realizes there's a sniper sightline right there. But eventually he does get out of it. Where do we actually have the medic? Josh once again is on a banner, of course. He does that every time this is a stalemate, and Thalash will get taken down by Josh and Potato. It's a good job by Lego. They fight it off perfectly, and yeah, the control point is still situated inside of spawn for me, by the way. It looks pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I've never seen anything like that before. That's definitely a new one. Alright, Potato. He's on the left side of lobby right now with the rest of his team and his heals, but Dr. Phil, he picks up Drac with stickies. So that is a nice pick that Lego might be able to turn into more and more and more. Let's see. Potato, he's just arming and ahhing around with the sniper right now. I'd like to see them try and go for something. Drac is spawning soon, but Potato, he domes Captain in the head. That is another pick for them. And Thalash as well. Potato, what an absolute beast. He's just clicking right now. He's going ham as Lego are pushing out onto second.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. Raymond gets sent skyward and he's going to have to pop the worst Uber of his life. That just feels so bad. Oh, I don't know.
The back cap though. Oh, Drac, he almost got that. He was so close. He pulled Dr. Phil and some scouts back as well. Oh,
yeah,
dear.
that was beautiful by Lego. I mean, mostly Potato. He did that, and Captain will jump in very aggressively. Maybe just trying to buy space for the sniper? I'm not sure. That was a very weird jump in by Captain. Maybe just saw his opportunity to try and force the medic, but no, he gets... Joss will just jump in here. He's forced the... Well, he's popped the banner. That means that nobody can get headshot as long as they're within the radius of Josh's banner. He's actually gone down, so never mind that. Yeah, it's actually a really good counter to sniper to have the battalions back up. But yeah, you can still die, of course, if you really try.
You can, especially if you stand on Cadus's stickies. That's probably not the best idea. But we do see Lego now with a bit of an Uber advantage. They're taking this forward onto Se7en with both scouts. Raymond almost has his Uber. They need to get onto Raymond right now. He's in this one area. He is going to be building it up. But actually 3 players down from the side of Se7en as Drac falls. So Raymond, he's not going to be able to use this Uber charge in the way he wants. He's going to have to use it to defend.
And here comes a soldier. He's just jumping behind. That's a distraction. And Lego, they're going in very aggressively. There we go. Uber have been forced. As long as Condiment can just get out. Yeah, he's way out. Really well played by Lego. Using their man advantage to force out the Uber and even get basically everyone out. They lost their demo. That's kind of unfortunate. You know, if you have to lose one, you don't want to lose your demo. But they only lose one. That's kind of the main thing here. And Sen actually takes a big arrow from the enemy medic, so he's pretty weak. But for last going down, and Kate is being very weak. I think Se7en, they just have to get out right now. It's looking so bad, and oh my god, they're just getting completely mulched. Lego, they're just too good. They're doing this.
They are indeed. Here they come. They're walking in through this one area now. Drac, he takes down Potato, but he gets cleaned up. Zenith now, he's on the point. Nobody is anywhere near. Cadus jumps, and there we go. 1-0 again to Lego. That was really well played from them, actually. They managed to play that Uber in the way that they ended up with the advantage. And Josh, he got onto Raymond as well, but to be honest, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They're going to have that Uber advantage for last, nonetheless. So that was a double great for Lego in the end.
Yeah, Kate is super fast once again, much faster than Dr. Phil. He gets a med kit, but Phil actually has more health. So it just about balances out here. So, once again, both teams are just kind of situating themselves. Phil actually doing a lot of damage to the soldiers right away, and Drac gets his jump denied. Eventually does come in along with Captain, but it might be too much damage too early. Joss losing this soldier duel right now against Captain, and Sen will eventually go down to Drac. Lego, they're not done though. They're going to send in a soldier against the medic. Great serve from Raymond. You just did like a nice big old circle, but really strong mid coming in here from Se7en.
Yeah, they played that nice and slow. They got themselves the 2 picks they needed, and they're already taking this aggression forward. So once Drac gets
Raymond
up,
went down!
Oh no, Dr. Phil, yeah, he pipes him out. And actually,
Dr. Pill.
Dr. Pill, he does it indeed. Condom has his Uber forced out of him as well. But that's going to be pretty big for Lego. They've got 9 seconds on these respawners. Are they going to try and look to take this into mid? I don't think they're going to. Never mind. They're trying to go forward now. They're walking towards this choke area. No sniper to talk about on the side of Se7en as well, so this could look potentially quite easy for them. Get in here. They're just umming and ahhing. They're a bit uncautious. Uncautious? They're a bit cautious right now as they're coming into this choke. Dr. Phil, though, he's all the way forward. He takes down Cadus. Great trade there as the frags are starting to go their way. Demol is on the... sorry, Drac is on the left.
Super aggressive right now.
Down.
Oh, he actually gets debuffed pretty well there by a soldier. Oh, soldier even jumping up. Captain going down. But the scouts now for Se7en, they're just cleaning up right now. And the Potato's going to have to take out Condom. So he will actually escape. So, yeah, pretty bad fight for Lego here. Actually ending up pretty well. So they're going to get another shot at it, I think, with an Uber advantage. But maybe they won't push on it. Maybe they'll just sit back. It's very difficult to tell. Raymond, they're actually pushing forward Se7en right now. As if they have the Uber advantage, but they don't. And they actually, Paddy's running in behind. Oh, you get caught out. So I think that was just all a distraction. But
the force, actually, the bomb from Drac was enough to force out Condom. So that's pretty big from Se7en. They've exchanged 2 picks for the Uber, and here they come. Se7en, they're flooding through this choke point now. They've got the Uber. They need to take down Dr. Phil, and Thalash does. So that's so many frags for the side of Se7en. They're going to be looking to take this into last in any way they possibly can. If they can clean up these players behind, actually, but now the DM, it's coming in from Lego. Demol picks up Captain. He's weak on this point, but no, it's not going to work. They get completely wiped now. 15 seconds on the 3 respawns.
3 really nice respawns here, though. It's a scout, a demo, and a medic. Those are really good classes for holding last, and there we go. It's going to back off 7, so they don't get an immediate round right now, but they're definitely looking very strong to take it eventually. They have the Uber advantage. Lego, they don't really have time to set up a sentry either. So, yeah, as long as 7 don't mess up here, this should be their round to win.
Yeah, and this advantage is absolutely huge. Adis picks up Demol. That's a perfect pick. The sentry was spammed out earlier. Here comes the Uber. It's being committed through 3 now. There's no stickies on the point at all. They could be playing it if they want. Looks like they decided to just go for these frags now. He's so caught out. He gets 2 pipes. That's unbelievable. He's so weak. But he's picked off 2 of the 7 players right now.
Captain jumps in, but he runs into a sentry. It has actually gone up. And look at that. Lego holds it perfectly. I mean, to be fair, the control point is situated inside of Lego spawn, at least on my screen. So, but that was a great hold by Lego. And now Ingi has the full Uber. Yeah, they could even push middle here if they're really fast about it.
Yeah, that was a really great defense. Dr. Pill, as they call him, turning up. Alright, so Cadus now, what is he doing? He's spamming some pipes. He's got
I don't think he has that actually stickied off. I'm not even sure. Yeah.
He manages to get the force with the spam though, which is good enough.
Oh,
and Cadus, he takes down Demol. Yeah, he does. And another soldier as well. They're just feeding it to Cadus right now. This is huge for them. They got 2 picks and the full Uber on the side of 7. Let's see how they're going to try and take this forward.
Looks like Cadus is going to go through PC along with his medic and a scout. So if Lego, they're not careful and don't watch it, they could get caught out. But no, they're all the way back on last. They see this one coming. So they played safe, but they still have a 50% Uber disadvantage. And Raymond, he's looking forward to just using this. Cadus tries to jump in, but he gets denied quite a bit here. But they still have this Uber to work with. But it's still 2-1 soldier from each team going down, and the longer this goes on, the better for Lego. And they even have a sentry up that's being repaired and everything. I think 7, I think they actually blew this again. Condom is so close to having an Uber, and nobody's dying from Lego until I just said that, at which point they did. But Cadus has died, and here comes the counter Uber.
Yeah, here comes the Uber. Condom has built it up, but actually the 7 players, they've hightailed it out all the way. So yeah, Captain is behind, but I really don't think he's going to be having much of a good chance with this. He's 1v1ing Josh. He takes him very weak, but he does get taken down by Zen. So there we go. Raymond has a bit of an advantage, but with Captain down, I think Lego, they're going to try and go for this actually. Josh is jumping forward, but he's so aggressive. He does get taken down as well, and Zen, he falls too. That's really not what they wanted to do there. Paddy getting that 2k for his team.
And then...
Oh, what's that? Demol and Drac, they just jump into each other's faces. They trade for each other. Oh, dear.
Oh, Condom can't get into spawn. I think that's going to be curtain for Lego, and there we go. Really nice push. I don't know why Lego sent out 2 players there, and then they died. And then just as they had died, there was a full Uber coming out. I guess they tried to get the medic before he got the Uber, but that seems very optimistic, suiciding out from last on an Uber disadvantage. Definitely.
I mean, it's a nice try. They, you know, it's worth going for something to get that Uber. Well, I mean, Raymond didn't even have it, so it would have been difficult to force. They needed to just kill him outright, which is really tough to do. But it was a bit of a high risk, high reward, and it was a bit too risky. Didn't quite pay off for them in the end.
Yeah, once again, both teams played kind of slow. They just delayed a bit, but Drac has gone behind, and Captain's on the high ground trying to bait people forward, but nobody really falls for it, and Drac just gets completely denied. This is a really good start for Lego to this mid. The last try to actually deny a lot of players, but 2 soldiers going down right now. That's going to be really hard for 7 to actually win. Scouts are doing a lot of work though. Paddy tries to go in after killing Josh, but no. Eventually that will go to Lego, and just really nice play there from Lego, just not falling for any of the baits and just taking down the soldiers really well.
Am I seeing this right, Beta? Because I think the roles at these mid-fights have been absolutely reversed. Lego this time, they're just playing so well together, and 7 were the ones feeding players in 1 by 1. So they are really not playing their style, their signature way of playing really well together and playing coordinated 7 right now. They're kind of crumbling a little bit under the pressure of being a map down in this Premiership playoff game right now. You do see even Ubers on both sides. Lego have 7's 2.
Yeah,
and here comes Dr. Phil. Oh dear. He's sacking in, but he was so weak, and Dimul goes down as well. That's 2 picks for the side of 7. They're looking to try and take this forward.
Yeah, Drac goes down very early on, but Flash, oh my god, he got a short... Oh, the drop! The drop coming in for Captain onto Condom. Really clutch. And then Zhao's just send. Can he get out alive? He's actually drawing players back, and he picks up a medkit as well. And he takes down Patty. Can he take down the second one? No. Captain will eventually take him down, but Sen, he rescued it a little bit there. It's going to make the push into middle a lot slower. And that will force or enable Dimul to set up on Sniper and maybe get a nice pick.
Yeah, +2 indeed. There was a drop from Condom, but Raymond at the same time, he got forced off by a scout from Lego, so a bit of an even Ubers, a slight advantage for 7. They're not going to be up on their Uber for this fight, so it's all down to the DM and the health, and Captain already, he's so weak, he's backing off through that IT. So it's going to come down to who initiates first. I think Raymond's playing a little bit cautious here. He doesn't want to give up his life for nothing, as Drac and Josh both fall. But Dimul goes down as well, and Phil is weak, so this is actually starting to look a lot better for 7. They are just taking all this space on mid. I think they're going to be capping it up.
Yeah, potato running in straight lines, that will get you sniped. And now it's Condom, he just has to get this Uber ready to hold last. This is a pretty bad situation for Lego, but they're just back all the way on last. They're actually holding in lobby right now. Pretty interesting, that's just to slow down 7, I suppose. And now they have all the respawners, so they should be fine. Potato will go engineer. It's going to take a while before that's any good. But yeah, I might as well set up. Flash is now trying to just poke in, see if he can get a pick.
Yeah, he's going for a bit of a cheeky hero shot there. He poked into one, he just walked completely straight through those stickies. He did not even care at all. But here we go now. He's sniping from lobby. Yeah, it's not going to amount to a kill though, and that's really at the end of the day what he's looking for. We do see the sentry by Potato on this point. Bit of an interesting position. I think the soldier there was trying to spam it out, but Josh was just body blocking those rockets. That's something a bit new. Bit of a new meta. There we go.
Yeah, gotta save yourself for the sentry. It's actually a pretty good strategy if you do it right. But of course, it depends on whether or not you have heals with him, and sentry's usually away from the medic because you don't want to have the same area be spammed. But yeah, in that situation, that was a really smart play. So, you know, take note, Highlander players, I suppose. Just park some fat classes in front of it. Josh is basically a heavy with that banner on his back. He has 220 HP. Is that not equal to 300? I think it is.
I think it's about the same, give or take. Yeah, it's roughly there, yeah.
I'm not good at math, but I'd say that's the same.
Well, Thalash was on the spy for a moment there in spawn, but he was just checking up those classes. I got a bit excited for a moment. I thought we were going to see a nice Thalash spy play, but no, he's gone back to the sniper. So 7 are comfortably in control of this round right now. They have mid, but with a 1-all scoreline and 12 minutes to go, Lego already have their map, so they're really going to be wanting to win this one. And that would be a bit unexpected, bit of a disruption, you know? They're taking down potentially the top team, 7. So that's going to be exciting to see. But I think 7, they're in their comfort zone right now. They've got control. It's 1-all. They don't have to rush whatsoever. They can just afford to take their time, and that is what they're doing.
Indeed. Falash is just walking around, just looking for different angles. I like taking the lobby right now as the aggressive team, and there we go, it pays off. Dimul will meet the end of a sniper rifle and a bullet. But Falash, it looks like every time he tries to peek in on the right side, he gets taken down. So he's probably not going to do that again. But yeah, just rotating around. Oh, he actually gets in an ice. Oh my god, that was so close. He got a nice shot off of Condon, but he just barely misses that.
Yeah, Thalash does fall there to Zenith as well, so that's going to be end of his sniping for now. He will potentially be respawning back up on it again, but he's been getting these picks, but 7 have not been able to follow up on them whatsoever. As my co-caster, he leaves me. He leaves me in peace. Beta, he's out. He's left the mumble for whatever reason. So welcome, everybody, to the Everex solo cast. Oh yeah, isn't this exciting? Here we go. Okay, so Demol's on spy right now. He's working his way in behind. He is up to this choke point, and he may have a good peek onto Raymond's back. I think he does have a nice little look here. Raymond's in lobby. So yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's day been? Let me know in chat. Let me know you're out there. This is good. 600 viewers, wow, how exciting. Okay, so stuff's happened by the time I was tabbed out, and people have died. This is very, very much not good for Se7en. Demol, he trades for 2 by the looks. This is great. But I don't think LEGO are going to be pushing out. They've got that gun. It's going to be very, very difficult for them. So yeah, this is all good fun, isn't it? Just all right. All right, give me some stuff. Give me some stuff, chat. How's it going? You got the stab. Yes, he did. Well, these emotes. What does everyone think of these Save the Internet emotes? Are you excited? Has everyone voted? Oh, we have a new caster. Who's this? It's Ro.
I can step in. No, Peter's back. Come on.
Fair enough. Beta, welcome back. What went wrong there, my man?
Ask my internet. That was good fun. Good fun. Yeah, it just cut out, but it looks like I didn't miss much. Just the same situation, I guess.
No, yeah, so some frags did happen, but very unfortunately I was tabbed out while they happened, so I didn't catch that. I'm very sad.
I'm sure they weren't important.
No, well, nothing has changed hands in the way of control points right now, so yeah, it didn't really mean that much. But Demol, actually, as I'm saying that, he's onto Raim, he gets the force. There we go,
Nice.
That's the first exciting thing that's happened in a while. But this is pretty big for LEGO. They're going to have full ad right now, Beta.
Yeah, now the question is, will they push out? How will they push out? Are they going to wait for the spawner? This is it's very difficult to push out from last on any map, basically. They have this nice sentry set up, but if you want to push out properly, you kind of have to switch off of an engine and get a scout. So, you know, they might just do nothing. They might send in another suicider. There's a lot of options, really, and looks
They
like
need to get on with it, though. Raymond's on 50% already. And
I think they're just doing nothing.
Yeah, they're giving up this ad. That's really disappointing. I guess to them, the risk of losing the round is probably greater than the reward of pushing out to second. So
Yeah.
I think that is wise. The best bet here for them is just to wait for Se7en to go for their push, wait for Se7en to mess up, and then you push out. That's really the idea they're going for here, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like if you have a sentry gun, you can sacrifice one more player. So, you know, you could definitely send out Josh or something. I guess he didn't want to sacrifice his banner or something, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see they didn't do anything with it. And Se7en, they will just, once again, now that they have the Uber, they're going to go into lobby. You obviously don't want to be in lobby when the enemy team has Uber, because then you can get caught out really badly. And it looks like Drax actually going to get picked. So we might see a counter sack here, but it was Demul that did get that pick. He's normally the guy you'd send out for a sack. So I don't think he's had the health or the ammo to actually go for it. So.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, Josh, if he's playing on this banner, then it's probably not the best of ideas to sack him out, because then you're just losing that defensive capability. So yeah, you're right, Demol, not, you know, he did get a nice pick, but there's not really a lot they could do with that. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, let's hope that's not going to be a theme of this. It just happened twice in a row where Demul does something really good and it just kind of nothing happens. I mean, there's about 3.5 minutes left until the map resets, and I mean, I think LEGO, they're kind of fine with going into a golden cap. Basically, all Dr. Phil teams are super good in the clutch, and you know they have pretty good experiences with trying to take Se7en out of their comfort zone. There we go.
Here comes the exchange then, yeah, they're on to last. Raymond pops it in, and a Josh solo is going to be saying goodbye to that one. But I think our Se7en going to go for their typical re-push. We've got Thalash on the right here. He's peeking nothing at all. But that seems to have amounted to nothing. But actually, Demol goes down. He trades that for Captain. But Josh is getting a banner, and Thalash will fall in lobby. So this is starting to look good for LEGO. They've got themselves 3 picks, Peter.
Yeah, that banner is so huge. It's basically a second Uber, almost, and like kind of crucially, they could just move forward without fear of the sniper, because once you have that banner, it will deny all critical damage, including headshots. So a sniper will do like 45 damage to you, no matter what. So it's a great play there by LEGO. They take it out, and now all of that doing nothing just seems like a really smart play, and they're just gonna bully Se7en out through this choke. And they might even catch in some people. Yeah, Captain gets taken down. So great job by LEGO. They could even keep on pushing here. That might be pushing it. But, I don't know, they seem pretty healthy to me. So they might probably just go in through choke.
Here we go, Demol, he's in. He's going for the bomb. He gets taken down. Is that going to make any space for his team? I don't think so. So a bit of a solo sack from him right there. Not wanting to commit too much of that tool. But yeah, Lego, I mean, after spending so much time on last, here they go. They're on mid. They're back in control of the round. This is looking so good for them right now. I am so excited.
Yeah, it is of course still a 1-1. So if neither team manages to cap a last point, this will just go to a golden cap, and then it's going to be an all or nothing situation for 7. But you know, again, I think Lego will be fine with that. You know, having it all right on one round, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Like, especially when you go into that, you probably expected as Lego to like really struggle against 7. It's just considered the best team in the entire season by a long shot. Like, I'm pretty sure my fantasy team is already completely screwed because I just assumed 7 was going to win everything, right? And you know, it's a win-win situation, I guess. Lego, they're winning, so I'm happy, but my fantasy team is shot.
Well, there's an up and a down there, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Lego, I think what we're seeing here is a bit of a clash of play styles. You know, Lego, they've got that aggression, and they've got the DM to use with it as well, so it's not all for nothing. And 7, of course, such a careful and considered team. So it's, you know, it's looking promising for them. I think they may be in with a good chance, especially if this goes to Golden Cap. I think that really is going to be what Lego will be comfortable with. But Demol's on Sniper right now. He's picked up that class. He's hanging around these sewers right now, looking for some picks.
Yeah, he's just gonna just charge it up, it looks like. But I don't know, I think, he could point blank this scout. he's looking for it. Not gonna work. There's like 2 soldiers in his face. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. Not gonna bother with that stuff. There we go. It's just gonna reset. Captain's actually super weak. How did he get that weak? But a nice error there from Raymond will save him. He'll be okay. And is Josh still on the banner? Here comes Demul. He's trying to go for the hero shot. Nope, get taken down by Kato. I think he ate a pipe. And then a nice little sticky there. It's gonna take him down. Well, that's actually on Spy. It looks like he's actually gonna move out of spawn. And yep, there we go.
Exciting. A Thalash Spy play. It's been a while since we've seen one of those.
Yeah, we saw like a dream hack or something where he went full Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, this is pretty hype. I mean, 7 didn't decide to go for any picks with that that pick they got. Any sacks, sorry, but I think the Thalash... What is that pipe? Oh my god!
There we go.
Dr. Phil has just spotted out Thalash on mid. He must have seen him or something. Thalash must have just run out of cloak at the last minute. That's very, very weird, but Dr. Phil, he is going to be spotting him out.
Oh, and I hear a banner, so I think Lego, yeah, they're just going to pop this banner and try to walk into Mool. Doesn't quite work. Really nice spam coming out from 7. I think Josh's going to go down as well. Yeah, there we go. So really backfiring here for Lego. They try to get Ubers out of the way, I suppose, or like an Uber force, but no. They're just going to have to retreat now and give up middle. So a bit of a misplay there, or an overconfidence, or just a set play that didn't work out in the end. But yeah.
Well, 7 now, it's all up to them to take this aggression right to the end. And as I'm saying that, Paddy, he's on to Condom. He's doing good damage. He gets the force off. That is huge for them. Raymond now has his Uber advantage with only 1 player lost. So Zenith trying to just extend here to get some picks. Demol as well. He takes Drak down, but there we go. With that is going to signal the start of the push. But actually, Josh, he does get the force off to Raymond in a bit of a suboptimal position there. So that was almost looking really, really good for 7. But I think potentially that force is just going to make that a little bit easier to defend right now.
They're actually going to move forward and see if they can get last as well off of this. I think Lego will get the response, but 7, they are definitely going to try this. They're moving in right. There's a heavy shooting out. There's stickies and rockets and everything. This is so tight. And oh my god, Raymond has gone down. Captain's up behind here, but this is just a complete free-for-all. Captain's going down to the point now. He's going to meet a scout. No, Potato takes him down. Demul.
Thalash.
Can Thalash do it? Oh my god, this is so close.
He's playing the point. Oh my god, Thalash.
Oh
he wins it.
God.
That's unbelievable. He got a 4K there. That's absolutely insane. He brings that 2-1 for 7. Oh, I'm just so excited right now. Oh, this is amazing.
That's
what
crazy.
Is going on? Thalash. Whew.
Just clutching it.
My heart is absolutely racing right now. This is insane. Thalash.
Yeah, there's still 1 minute, so you can technically still lose a round in that time. It's very unlikely, but Lego, they're going to need to go all in here. I think they're doing some sort of weird strat. Katos with the nice deny air pipe there onto Demul. It's going to take him down very well. And Lego, they're just being completely rebuffed here. You can see Lego, they were trying to do some weird strats here. And it's not over yet. They do get down the medic. And Cadus has gone down as well. But, Lego is looking very scattered right now. And here comes the Soldier in from behind. And yeah, look at that. It's a 2-on-2. This is good enough for Se7en. They're definitely not going to lose their last in 20 seconds.
Well, there we go. 2-1. Se7en take this. So I think whose prediction was that Se7en was win? I can't quite remember.
That was mine.
That was yours.
3-1.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, I'll give that prediction battle to you. You won that for sure. Se7en did win. There we go. Process. They've taken the map score to 1-all now. It's going to come down to our final map beat. It's going to come down to Snakewater.
Indeed, it's going to be all in, and I'm not even sure how to feel about Snakewater. I think Lego are fine at Snakewater, but again, it's a type of map that favors Se7en overall, I'd say. But then again, you know, I would say, like, my logic is that a map like Gollywash would be really good for Lego, because it's a small, pretty close quarters map where you can push really fast off of small advantages, whereas Snake and Process, you can't do that, so Lego will be much worse on it. But I know Lego don't like Gollywash, and I'm pretty sure they banned that one during the map picks. So, you know, my logic definitely doesn't hold up quite as much. It's not that simple, at least. So,
yeah.
As far as I can tell, like, I know Lego, they played against like Low Panda on Snake, and they did really well on it. So, yeah, I think Lego, they'll probably be pretty happy about it. But let's talk about logs about the process before we go into Snakewater too much.
Alright, yeah, well, let's have a look. I mean, straight away, Zenith absolutely turning up again, 22 for 9. Just a great performance from this man. What is he doing? He's just destroying.
Yeah, even better than Thalash, it seems, except for the damage. Thalash did slightly more damage, but both him and Thalash had really dominant games. Just going crazy, almost the same KD. That's really nuts. They're definitely stepping it up right here.
I mean, I think you were right. At the end of the day, process, it's there's a lot of room for the soldiers to fly around, but if the scouts can hit their shots onto those flying soldiers, then they have a lot of room to do what they like. And yeah, both scouts there from Se7en and Lego, they were topping the scoreboard. But 7 air shots from Josh. That makes me very excited, personally. There we go.
Yeah.
Loving that.
I forgot to look at the Josh air shots on Granary. See if they were bugged.
I think it was around about the same, actually. They weren't crazy high, you know. They were just sort of standard air shot counts.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah. Look at Drak, man. 8 for 17. That's rough. He was bombing in a lot and getting taken down. Same with Demul. I hate process as a roamer. Whenever I play it, it's just so rough. Because, as I said, like, scouts will just pick you off so easily, and they're so far in. Like, even though you can jump through chokes with like amazing speed, you use 2 rockets to do it. So, you know, you don't have very many rockets to work with. So even if you get the pick or the force that you go for, you still die. So it looks terrible in the stats.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of the heals, Cadus, he's taken that kind of dominant pocket position for his team, taking those top heals, 27%. Captain, as we saw on the logs, kind of playing, sorry, the pre-game stats, taking a little bit of a loose pocket role, you know? So with only 24% heals. But, I mean, I don't think that, you know, really had a huge impact. I think at the end of the day, that game was a lot of stalemates and came down to a lot of individual individual plays. Thalash at the end, of course, bringing that home for his team. Yeah. So, yeah. Heals and damage pretty much the same as well. I mean, that kind of confirms, you know, what we were seeing. A lot of stalemates, a lot of spamming, a lot of sacking. So yeah, nothing particularly extraordinary there, I suppose.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I still think Lego did better than we both expected. Like they had Se7en definitely rattled for sure, I'd say. But huge credit to Se7en for actually making it back. You know, they lost the first map, and then they were behind on the second map as well, and then coming back to win it, and with like a clutch performance from Thalass especially, like, that's really huge. You can't underestimate that. That gives a lot of confidence, being able to clutch it like that and come back from a deficit when you're down and out. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we've seen it before from Thalash in things like previous lands. He's a very, very strong individual playmaker. And if you look at this, 8 kills against Demul's 1.
Yeah, look at those poor roamers just getting mulched.
Yeah, they're just getting beaten up by the scouts, yeah.
But interestingly enough, Zenith once again just dominating Paddy. Patty had a really bad game, by the way. He had like 124 DPM. Oh, maybe that's just Sen just bullying a poor American with high ping. As they get in my stat sheet.
Yep. I mean, do we want to move on and talk about this second map? I think process
Sure.
is a done deal. It's been won by Se7en. It's a 1-for-1 in terms of the maps. Each team has one of their own. So really, this is it. This is the decider between which team will go on to face the higher seed, the higher bracket, potentially go on and win, and which team will be very, very sad and they'll be crying themselves to sleep tonight.
Yeah, it's double elimination, so the winner of this will move on to play the winner of Arctic Foxes versus Low Panda in the winner bracket final. And then that team will have a pretty decisive advantage in coming into the finals, I believe. That's usually how it's done. And
yeah.
So there's a lot on the line right now. Like going into the lower bracket makes everything so much more difficult. And like you'll even, because down there it's one and you're out. And it's just super, super stressful, and you'd have to play more games to actually get in there. And then once you finally make it into the final, then you still are at a disadvantage, and you have to overcome that as well, just like beyond even the other team. So you definitely don't want to lose this. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty high stakes. It's not, it's not the end of the world if you lose, but it really is going to mean a lot for both of these teams. I'm just admiring the pre-game DM right now. It's pretty epic. Lots of air shots. All right, but Snakewater. So, how about some predictions then, Beta? We've seen some dominant performances from both of these teams on different times. Which team do you think is going to come out on top on this particular map then?
Well, I am now feeling confident in my Lego boys. I think they can do it. I think Snake's going to be a better map for them process. It's going to be very hard. I think they might win like 3-2 or something, but they can definitely do it, and I believe in them. And Sen, just if he can continue to pound, I think they can take this. But Sen is definitely the player to watch. I think if he can just keep up his good form, it's going to be a monster.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a map as well where Thalash and his sniper can really shine, especially on these second holds and opening up picks for his team. So I'm going to put it to Se7en. I'm going to say they're going to win, but I'm going to say it's definitely going to be a close one. I think maybe let's say a 3-1 with the last round being picked up in the last few seconds or something like that.
Nice. That's a good bold prediction. I like it. Hats off to you for coming up with predictions like that. A lot of people will be really vague, myself included sometimes, but that's a nice prediction.
Well, you know what? If I get it right, I can say I'm the best predictor in the entire world, but if I get it wrong, well, nobody remembers, nobody cares.
Yeah,
You've got to go for something really, really outlandish, and then if it's right, you sound pretty clever.
Indeed. You've got it figured out. Yeah. All right. I mentioned Sen as the player I wanted to watch. Like, is there like any particular place on the map that you think is going to be crucial? Do you think the mid fights are going to be really important? Do you think it's going to be the seconds, or?
I mean, the mid fights are important, of course. If you lose them catastrophically, it can really spell disaster for holding last. But Snakewater last, it's quite big. Actually, it is somewhat easy with this level of coordination with these top teams to defend against an incoming Uber. They've just got so much ground you need to cover to get to the actual point. You need to pull out your gimmicks to really convert those. But so I think second is actually going to be the crucial stalemating and opportunity area on this map. I think Sniper is such a huge class. You've got lots and lots of different sightlines you can peek and just absolutely lock off any particular entrance from the other team as well. And I think Se7en, they have potentially the strongest sniper on their team in the form of Thalash. But we haven't really seen a lot from Potato potentially this game. So it'd be nice to see if he's going to pick up that sniper class a little bit, have a bit of a go himself. Maybe get some nice moments.
Yeah, degu and Thalash action. That would be fun. Yeah. Let's see. We have gone live. This is all or nothing for both teams. Winner will move on to the winner's bracket. Loser will go to the loser's bracket as Cadus beats his first rollout. You've seen it here. He messed it up. So he's actually as slow as Dr. Phil, but he's a slightly lower health. But yeah, let's see. Usually Sorter will bomb over. Genlax is going to go in very aggressively top, just to scout out everything. And here comes Drac, jumping in very aggressively. And there we go, he has gone down. And Paddy takes down Dr. Phil as well, just walking across the point, and Kato's now walking across the point.
Captain! Oh my god, he gets himself 3 in the wipe. It comes in from Lego at the end. Oh dear, they've wiped. That's not what you want at all. Raymond has full Uber advantage. Yeah, great bomb from Captain there. He picks up 2 nice clean-up frags at the end.
Yeah, Lego, they might even have to resort to going like Pyro or something and hope that Se7en go on the left side. You know, you got to take some big risk if you want to hold this. Potato's on Engineer, but I don't think he's going to have the time to do this. They also have a heavy gun, full Pro-lander set up here. Josh, is he on a banner? No, he's not even that. Oh, actually Se7en, they've been a little bit slow here. They've given Potato at least the opportunity to go up here to 2 point, but there we go.
Yeah.
Uber comes in. Nobody is getting dropped from this Uber. Josh goes down right away by Captain. There's this heavy on top of the point that Se7en, they need to focus him down. Otherwise, they're going to get punished really heavily. There we go. Piped him down well and good. And just slowly, people are eroding away on Lego's team. There are 2 players up right now, but that's the last combat class right there. That's going to be a great push by Se7en.
That was a very, very quick first round. This is not looking all too healthy for Lego. They do need to pick up some rounds of their own. If Se7en are winning them that decisively, I mean, it's only been 1 round, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
you know, if that's a bit of a foreshadowing of what's to come, Lego are going to be a bit nervous. Yeah,
it was a very fast round compared to anything else we've seen so far. And like that was just basically clinical textbook TF2. Sometimes you just win mid-fight really convincingly and you just roll into last. But you know, they execute the hardest part really well there, which is to actually make use of your Uber advantage. But here we go. It's a second mid. So far, Lego, they're just sitting back, waiting it out. Kato's actually gone really aggressively across the point. Captain's gonna move in here and support him. Captain gets air shot there on this middle. Gets taken down afterwards by the scout, but a nice air shot there from Josh, I believe it was. And he gets Drac as well. And I think Se7en, they're just slowly moving out. But actually, Paddy, he's going huge right now. Who barely doesn't get Demul. And Demul gets an arrow or 2 and he will be fine. So Lego really taking that mid off of some great play from the soldiers.
Yeah, they have indeed. They've got a very, very slight advantage, but it's going to be very much even by the time that all of this is going on. But I'd like to see Se7en come for a bit of a defensive second, which it looks like they are trying to do. Captain is on the balcony right now as Thalash and Drac are in position. Drac is going for a bomb onto the point. He gets the force onto Condom, so that's very, very big for Se7en. And actually, Drac is all the way behind in this choke right now. He's just being cleaned up. So, yeah, there we go. He goes down in the end. And Paddy's in as well, actually. He's onto Dr. Phil. He takes him down. Potato as well. Is he going to clean this frag? He's dancing around. He's still alive. This is incredible. And Captain comes in.
The back cap.
Oh, no. So close. Unbelievable, Josh. On the
if only he had the pain train. So I'm sure Dr. Phil's yelling at him in Mumble right now.
Yeah, that was very, very close. That was a very wise decision for him to go behind there, but he doesn't manage to cap that up. Very, very feels bad, man.
Demul will even get taken down by Drac there. He was pretty weak. For the last drops of slur. Good job. There you go. He realizes his mistake right away. And yeah, Condom is actually on an Uber advantage right now. Let's see.
It's slight, but they could potentially do something here. If they manage to pick off Raymond before he gets his, this could be pretty big. But Se7en, they're walking forward now onto the point. Dr. Phil is a little bit caught out here. He is going to be healed up. The Captain jumping forward now. It's all down to these Uber charges very, very soon. But actually, 2 players have fallen from Lego. Captain has jumped up top, which means they can't escape through that little door. And he does manage to force off Condom. So there's a lot of players down from both teams, but Raymond he's absolutely not had to pop his Uber charge off at all, so they've got this set up just perfectly for pushing into last now.
Yeah, I can't believe Raymond didn't pop his Uber at any point during that. That's really well played. They don't have any soldiers, but you know, Demo Man and 2 scouts, that's pretty good for pushing and cleaning up and just going for the point as well. And so far they have actually gotten no kills, except for when I said that, then they immediately got it. But I think they've actually managed to blow it. And yeah, it was just a little bit too much here. They're coming back in though. It's gonna have to do a lot. Potato, oh my god, hit some really nice shots right there on the Captain, and that's gonna be a hold. And where's Cadis? Oh, he's just jumping.
He's rolling out. He's practicing his B-hopping in that choke there.
Yeah,
well,
I was wondering why he was losing so much health.
I mean, we said we didn't. Well, I said we didn't really see a lot of Potato, but he turned up there for that last defense. He's hitting his shots, but is Condom dead? Yes, he is. He's just respawning. I didn't actually notice that. He obviously fell right at the end there. So Raymond has a tiny bit of Uber advantage, around about 30%. So this could be another attempt that Se7en can have a go at in order to push into last.
Yeah, the immediate advantage that they had there was a heal advantage, which is why Lego just retreated to last without even putting up a fight on second. It might look wrong, look kind of weird to a lot of people, but it was definitely the right move in that situation. And they're actually going to move in here before they get the Uber. Raymond, he's so weak. Oh my god. Just balls of steel moving in before you get the Uber. And he's so close to having it now. Oh, he barely gets in, just insta-pops it. That's really well played. That's about as good as you can play an Uber. But here comes the counter Uber come from Lego. They actually managed to get it as well. And I think they have definitely rebuffed the first wave. And Paddy even gets taken down by an arrow there from
Yeah, here comes the aggression actually on the right side. Se7en are moving back in. It's an even player count right now. Flash and Cadis, they're onto the point. They're playing it up. Cadis goes down. It's so close. Flash, they need to pick up these kills now, but oh no, it's only Captain left alive as a respawner. That's not good at all. They had so much cap time there, Se7en on that point. Lego again with the DM.
Cheese.
Yeah, he is. He's in lobby. Is he going to go for something here? He's eyeing up Condom. But actually,
he's going for that. Look how capped.
If he can stand on this, he's going to cap it up. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Demul was on the top of the point, but he should have been on the point instead. There was just too much cap time and he caps it up.
Yeah, that was really well played. He actually shot him into the air while he was on the point, and then before the Rockets could read him, he capped it. That was just perfectly played by Captain.
Oh, I've been shouting too much. I've got a bit of a sore throat now. the excitement is quite literally killing me. Oh dear.
Yeah, you'll die a sweet but early death. It'll be great. It'll be worth it.
Well, what?
Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to break it to you. But here we go. Dr. Phil's gonna spam up top pretty well here, but Sen gets sent into the skybox. Dr. Phil will get taken down by Cadis. Glass is behind lines and taking down players. And yeah, Lego, they're just falling apart right now. And Captain, once again, cleaning up some kills here. Cadis wants to go forward.
HP from Lego in the early moments of that mid was not good at all. They just took so much damage, and Se7en were absolutely able to capitalize off that. They got themselves 3 kills nice and quickly. But they are going to be capping up their second, but actually Condom, he was amongst those who survived. So you won't be seeing his name on any memorials anytime soon. He's alive. He's got his Uber. And Potato is sniping right now from this right side, looking to try and get some picks. Some frags.
Yeah, this is a really classic spot, so... No, he's actually moving in very far. Gets a nice shot onto Cadis. Well, it was just a body shot. Cadis, he was buffed like a good demo should be. So he'll be fine. And now they know about it. What? Oh, he's standing behind the fence. Okay. I was like, what is he doing?
That is a demonstration of the superior brain of Mr. Cadis. He just backed off behind that fence so he couldn't be headshot. I like that. Nice little bit of movement there from him. But actually, Drac was quite caught out in lobby. Josh is going to be able to pick up that kill.
Demul's going out here. Yeah. Get Paddy.
Here we go, Demul. He's jumping all the way behind now. He's in Saw. He is roaming around. He's playing that role so well. Yeah, he does indeed. I'm still watching Demul behind. He's going for a bit of a 1v1 with Drac. Okay. He's not doing anything right now. No. He's jumping away from that. So yeah, Raymond, he does not have any form of Uber at all right now. Lego are currently 2 down, but Condom has his Uber.
Went spy and gets spotted by Demul. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate actually. That's not going to be working out for him at all. What's going on back here? Who's this soldier? It appears to be Mr. Josh. Am I right, or is that Demul? It's Demul. He's 1v1ing a spy on mid. He's on 2 HP. And he loses. Oh dear.
Ended up being a 2v1, but Paddy, he should almost just kill himself. This is so pointless. I don't know. I guess the plan now is for him to go in, like disguised as a soldier or something, surf a rocket into the medic, shoot him twice with the revolver, and then stab him with like
I mean, which Invisiwatch is he on? Is he on the normal one or the Dead Ringer? Because if he's on Dead Ringer, then we could be seeing some interesting plays. No, he's gone all the way back to his last, actually. Yeah. He's going to be switching off. Yeah, that's probably the right call. Onto this sniper, so he's picking this up.
Ooh, the 160 ping sniper. We're gonna use some almost power-ish action here. So it should be interesting. Can't wait for him to just like snipe CMD through a wall.
Yeah, by the time the shots actually hit, you could probably have sent a letter to Condom to tell him that it's actually died, and then he can just disconnect from the game, and it's basically the same thing. But yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Picks up Josh. Nice pick. Potato's on the sniper as well. If he can be buffed up, potentially take down the peeking sniper. Now he's peeking in with the maul. He jumps straight in and takes down Paddy. Although Thalash trades that out in the end. But actually, Lego are 2 players down right now. Se7en could try and do something. No, Josh is going to be respawning very, very shortly.
Yeah, Kato's in the drop down. He could be going for the play, but it's actually going to be Captain that's in really aggressively. Eventually he takes down Dr. Phil. That's actually really nice. He survived for so long. But Se7en, they're not going to push off of it, I don't think. Just not quite yet. Raymond barely manages to dodge some spam here and go outside. So things have slowed down once again. Phil is still down, so if they want to play the point, they've just about lost that opportunity. He's about to spawn.
I mean, you have to bear in mind here that Se7en, they're 2 rounds up. So they're very, very comfortable with just holding on. I mean, it's not like they're close to wearing the time down. They got 20 minutes. But again, they're not going to be really pushing off of those small advantages. They're going to wait for a pretty big one. But,
yeah, Potato won the sniper duel against Paddy. It's actually pretty interesting the way the ping works. Basically, Potato will see Paddy first and get like the first opportunity. But then once Potato gets like out of view, there will still be a small time period where Paddy can still see him and then shoot him. So it can feel really unfair when you're playing against a high ping sniper, because you feel like you've ducked out of sight and then you get sniped anyway. But as it is, the low ping sniper should be getting the first shot in. So he should be winning.
Potato, he's just missing these shots ever so slightly on Cadus. Cadus beat him twice there, and Potato didn't hit either of those shots. So a Cadus pick would be potentially fairly big for Lego. I think they would definitely push out of that one. So come on, Potato, we're rooting for you. You got to get these kills. There we go. He picks up Cadus just as I say that. There we go. We gave him his energy and it worked.
Yeah, Paddy hits a headshot as well though. Lego players are still pretty damn healthy. Right now, Lego, like any push up would be kind of pointless because they don't have a scout. Like, I don't know, it would only be to actually get out there and buy space for the sniper. That's the only reason for them to really push, and they decide not to do that. So. Yeah,
at the end of the day, the crucial pick that these snipers are looking for, it's not any fragging classes, it's the medic. I mean, Cadus goes down again to Potato. I guess this spurring him on really has worked. He is aiming now for sure. But, who's this behind? Yeah, it's Demol. He's high up into the air, and he does fall down onto the ground. He craters, but there we go. He actually forces off Raymond.
Flash, yeah, fighting Sen. Sen, the superior scout, superior Danish scout, indeed. Will take him down, and they're actually pushing out, and Potato's still on the sniper. So if Se7en peek at all, they could be picked off. And Paddy has gone spy once again, and this time there isn't a soldier spawn to just call him out.
Yeah, so it looks like Lego, they're going to be trying to take this aggression forward now. Here they come. They're flooding in through this saw area. I don't think they're going to be very, very mindful about Paddy at all.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to go for back cap, but no, I guess not. Still a soldier on top of mid. He needs to be dealt with.
Paddy's working his way in now, actually. Meanwhile, Drac, he traded for Dr. Phil there.
He's so close.
There we go. He gets the stab. +2/+2. He gets that. Very, very nice. That is the sort of game-changing play we really, really need to see. But, Lego, they're taking this aggression forward still, kind of. Potato's peeking into this choke a little bit. And here comes Josh. Oh, great pipe from Cadus. Takes down Josh. And what is that? That's a pipe and a sticky. Did he det some sticks somewhere on the map? That was pretty incredible. Good old Mr.
Denied some nerds.
Drag with the escape plan kill. Great stuff. Oh, yes. Alright, there we go. They're recapping up their mid. Only 2 players alive from Lego.
Yeah, they have to be very careful. They're actually, like, walking out of this spawn can be extremely dangerous. He moves on the back burner. Can he get the medic? Oh my god, he's burning him. Oh, that was so close. Only gets him down about 50. But that was a nice try. I like it. Can you imagine?
Bit of an unconventional off-class, I suppose. The old back burner pyro. Never mind. Here comes the Uber charge from 7. They're jumping straight in through lower. Josh, they're just deciding to focus him down. He jumped behind into drop down. He does go down, so now it's up to 7 to play in this death ball together. Zenith is kind of on Raymond. He is taken down as well. Okay, this does fall as well as Paddy, but the frags are just falling the way. It's only the medic left alive, Condom. He can't defend from that, and there we go, the 3rd round from 7. It's starting to look a little bit tricky for the Danes right now. Lego 3-0 to 7.
Yeah, indeed. But it's still only about halfway through the map, so you know, at least they did themselves a favor of getting behind really fast. You know, compared to at least to the other maps. So they can still definitely mount a comeback here, and if anyone can do it, it's Lego. So let's see how they play this mid.
Alright, so a double bomb from the Lego soldiers straight away. They're jumping forward. Cadus is deciding to play up top, but Thalash and Paddy already they're just destroying Cadus with a nice pipe as well. These scouts, they just absolutely mulch Lego. It's a complete wipe, a perfect mid. Nobody down at all from the side of 7. What happened there, Peter?
Paddy, he's going to hide inside the point. This is a really classic hiding spot. You don't expect it.
Classic indeed. I mean, he spotted off Demul actually. Phil has seen him as well. He's on Phil. He gets him. Paddy, can he kill Demul as well? Yes, he can. A 2k from him there, and he's going to live as well. He's escaped. That is absolutely huge for 7. They've got 2 picks. They've got the Uber, and here it comes, Peter.
Yeah, they're just going to move in off of those 2 picks. Go on the point, and there we go. Dr. Phil being dead. That was just beautiful play. That was all Paddy on that one, and the perfect mid didn't do them any disfavors either. So perfect play, let's just call it that from 7 right there. Completely outplaying 7. It's going to make it 4-0, and they need to mount a comeback right now. Otherwise, this is all over for them.
Yeah, they do indeed. Hopefully they're starting to feel the energy. They're getting nervous. They're getting amped up. They need to bring back the rounds, and the mid is where that all begins. Here we go. Let's see if we're going to see those aggressive soldiers again from Lego. But Drak is actually the first one to go in. He does get taken down straight away. Lego are slightly pulled back. But I don't think that's going to quite amount to anything as Raymond. He does get caught out by about 3 players there. They kind of just surrounded him. That was unlucky positioning from him as Zen is just destroying right now. He picks up 2. So Flash and Zen, he's having the 1v1. He is indeed. He's having some hard time. But he picks it up. Zen,
that was a pretty amazing. Last got the medkit as well, and he still lost the 1v1 to Zen. Zen once again superior Danish scout, and then he helps take down Drak as well. So you know, I told him to mount and come back, and that's what they're doing. They're not giving up here. And Dr. Phil, he's already in. He's probably going to need to be saved, but he will get saved. And they will put time onto the point. They've got a single scout on it. Soda actually jumps in. Oh my God, a lot of players got dropped from that. And Lego, they might have done themselves a bit of a disfavor. They're overplaying it, and look at that, they messed it up.
Thalash with the heavy, he just dived onto the point at the crucial moment just before it got capped up, and Lego, they just didn't quite have an answer to all of that HP. They couldn't kill the player standing on the point, so that is going to be a defense and a repush onto second from 7. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, Condom has a slight Uber advantage. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really something you can push on, but Demol's gone sniper. You know, Lego at this point, they can't really afford to slow down the game too much. You also can't panic. You've got to find just the right balance here. You know, they've dug themselves into a hole. So now they're gonna have to try and see if they can bolt out of it. And I think Demol just got spotted by a scout, so it's going to make his job a lot more difficult.
Yeah, he's really going to need to hit his shots now. It's going to start to become the absolutely crucial moments, but I think Lego, they look like they're going to try to go for a push. Nonetheless, on this saw area right now onto the train, the scouts from 7, they're very, very aggressive, and they are actually getting kills. They're quite weak, but they're just being healed up now, and that's not worked out at all for Lego. 7 just cleaned up that aggression absolutely perfectly, as they are jumping back onto mid right now.
Yeah, they'll take that for free. Lego, you know, they're kind of lucky that they could get out like that. Sacrificing 3 players is something they can very easily get punished for, but they managed to get out just fine without a hitch. Actually, that's more impressive than it looks. But you know, they have to take these big chances, and you know, at some point they're going to have to send in some players. But yeah, I don't know. 7, are they actually going to push? We have to move and spawn. And so he,
Kata's
he
down.
actually gets
He
Kata.
hits it. Potato as well. He picks up Paddy as well. So 2 nice picks that Lego could potentially use, as I think they are now looking to move forwards through this source. So great stuff there. Phil, though, he eats a nice rocket. The Ubers are being traded now. If they can keep this to as fewer flashes as they possibly can, this will work out very, very well for Se7en. So Paddy is down right now. I think the aggression is going to come in from Lego. Let's see what they can do with this. Captain, he's so weak. Does get taken down by Josh in the end. The 2 frags both ways, but Demol is on Sniper, so that DM capability is not quite there for Lego, meaning they are going to have to hightail it out of here very, very quickly.
Goes for the hero shot onto Raymond, but he's just not able to hit it. That would have been pretty incredible. Kata's actually going to just pogo into Dr. Phil there. He's really doing his best to chase Phil down. Won't work out, but he survives, so no harm, no foul. And it's actually completely even Ubers, and at this point Se7en, they can just do nothing and it'll be completely fine. But they could also push. It looks like they are
trying to. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're in on the left side now. Josh does pick off Drax, so it's going to make their job ever so slightly harder, but the scouts, Potato, he's very, very weak and does get cleaned up by Paddy in the end.
Josh coming in from behind. That's really big flank, and here comes the Uber. Condom, he has his own now. And he's about to pop it, I think. Oh, he gets bounced about and is not unable to save his soldier. That could actually be a really big deal.
This is coming down to the absolute crucial moments now. Beat to the point is being played. This is so nearly there. There we go. Se7en 5-0. They take this 3rd map in a very, very, very convincing fashion. I can feel the energy sapping. I think, are you a bit sad about your fellow Danes losing that one?
Yeah, very much. I think Se7en got mad or something and was like, nope, this is not to be.
This is our map. We claim it. Yeah.
Do you not know who we are? We're Se7en. Almost undefeated except for that one against that really crap team. But we got this. Nah, I'm kidding. You're good, Unexpected. But nobody thought you would win. But, you know, like Se7en, they've kind of been struggling the more and more, like the further along the season have progressed. It's kind of opposite of what you would expect.
Well, I mean, they've had some roster difficulties, haven't they? Especially regarding I61 and Starkey. You know, he was an absolutely core player for them, and his playstyle pretty much defined a lot of Se7en's play. But now with Paddy on the scout, yeah, he was doing a great job. He was putting in a lot of great performances. But really, they're going to be missing that, you know, the core coordination with their old favourite, Mr. Starkey. That could potentially explain why we've seen them a little bit, struggling a little bit. I mean, they dropped the 2nd map in a very, very long time. Of course, the 1st map they dropped, you know, in ages, almost a season and a bit. Obviously, went to Unexpected the other day, but the 2nd map just went to Lego. So they did a good job. They didn't manage to win. Lego are going to be in the lower bracket for the rest of this playoff. But I'm gonna give him a pat on the back. I think that was really, really well done for them to take that one to Se7en.
Yeah, indeed. It's a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth to lose that convincingly on Snakewater. But, you know, such is life. Let's just hope they can rebound. They're still in this. They will be facing the loser of Arctic Foxes versus Low Panda in the lower bracket, and they will have the chance to fight their way back into the finals. But it's going to be a long journey for them. But, you know, they probably have it in them. But let's look at some logs, shall we? Just to get... You know,
right, yeah, here we go. So Captain, I think, is the first player we've got to call out on these logs. 23 for 9 in terms of the KD. That is huge. And 343 DPM. Now that is the sort of pocket stat I want to see. That is very, very dominant. And yeah, I think that does explain a lot of things of why Se7en were doing so well. That is huge. Only dying 9 times. Very, very great from Captain.
Yeah, I thought I saw him hit a ton of air shots, but he only has 4 compared to Josh's 9. So that surprises me a little bit, but he was just hitting shots for sure. Doing a ton of damage, playing really well with Ubers, and just good decision making and good aim. Drac is kind of suffering once again. Like, even when it's a 5-0 roll, he still has a half KD. That's a classic roamer.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. Drac is normally an absolute beast of soldier, but in these games, you know, we've not seen him performing that it's very, very late, and I can't say admirably. But there we go. Yeah, the point stands. You know, he wasn't doing too great. I mean, you know, Se7en still won. So at the end of the day, kind of doesn't matter how many times you've died as a roamer. But I don't think we didn't really see him sack an awful lot, so I suppose those deaths can't really be explained by that in particular. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just initiated a whole bunch, and scouts are scary on Snake. They will just eat you. But that just makes Captain's performance all the better. Potato actually had a really nice game on Scout. Look at his damage. Super high for a Scout. And Patty as well. Like, basically, like, Se7en was finally dealt with. For 7, right? Se7en who went 7 for 13. That's really not that good. The last 17 for 5. Yeah, super strong. So Se7en finally being contained. I guess he had 2 really good maps in him out of 3. That's still pretty good overall.
Yeah, I think for me the most impressive thing that he did in this game here was definitely his performance on Granary. I mean, that to me, just a scout performing that well on that much of a spammy map, that is huge. Maybe just getting a bit tired towards the end of this evening here, not doing too well on the last map. But yeah, it's interesting. I think potentially when Se7en started winning those rounds, the morale from LEGO just started to get absolutely crushed. You know, they were starting to think to themselves that they couldn't do it. And, well, that's not what you got to think. You've got to think, yes, we can do this, we can win. But I don't think that's quite what happened. Anyway.
Yeah, probably once... the thing is, like, once you start going into the hole against Se7en, it's so damn hard to actually dig yourself out of it again. Like, it just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's just such a stranglehold. It just seems like the more you pull, the harder the noose tightens. It's just so hard to actually deal with, and you know, that's probably what happened here, was that LEGO, they were actively trying to get out of it, and like it just plays into Se7en playstyle really well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Se7en, they were using the picks they got, they were using, you know, the space and their soldier jumps, things like that. Just very, very great play overall. But I think we're very, very lonely right now, Beta. We don't have anybody to interview at all.
No.
So
yeah, I don't think I don't think anyone wanted to give any interviews. So we're just gonna have to hear from those later when they presumably are willing to give some interviews. But yeah, so that's probably gonna be more or less it from us today, unless there's anything else you really want to mention. I think we're just about done here.
I mean, yeah, just remind me again, I'm very, very ignorant to these things, but the lower bracket game that LEGO will play, that's going to be the winner of Arctic Foxes and Low Panda, right?
Well, no, LEGO's going to play against the loser of Low Panda versus Arctic Foxes.
Right, okay.
And Se7en will play the winner.
Okay.
Right, and
so, yeah,
that game's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, I think LEGO, they do still have a good chance if they can, you know, just get a bit lucky with their games that they're going to be playing. I think they are definitely a very, very strong team. We've seen this all season, and we've seen this in the first couple of maps of this game today. But I think that's I'm all done. I think we've gone through everything we need to.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. It's been an absolute blast casting with you today, Everx, and thank you to Degu on the production. It's always catching everything, letting us know whenever something big is happening. It's really cool, really good. And just a reminder, tomorrow is going to be Low Panda versus Arctic Foxes, and that should be the close game between all. Like today was going to be like the roll for Se7en, and then tomorrow is going to be like the really close one. So if this game today was so good, just imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. So definitely make sure you catch that and tune in. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. So see you, and bye bye.